All right, we are live, guys. All right, so last we left off, leaving the burning forests of Brain, evading creatures made from hellfire itself, pushing your way to the desire to get in contact with Sir Bari of the Holy Empire, a high-ranking official who has tasked you with discovering and finding information to a suspected location that is, once again, suspected to house a entity, an army, or the home of the vampire counts, or the vampire army. With this knowledge and discovery, you assume that you have found this hideout, this home, this fortress underground, pushing through the deserts of the sands, or the sands of the sun, burning under your feet, on your skin, exposed flesh as they tan, feeling the heat beating down on you. Blurry vision engulfs the horizon as the heat rises off the surface. As hot as it is during the day, when you batten down for evenings, the air becomes crisp and cold. Although desert, the smell of salt water can faintly be picked up in the winds that come off the western shores. To your east, a vast landscape of snow-capped mountains. Behind you, a billowing cloud of smoke, be it small as it slowly dissipates in the distance the further north you guys continue to travel. After a little bit and surviving a freak sandstorm, you find yourselves in a very funky environment. Though deserty and solid ground mixed with sand, the smell of a charred brine stone, a briny kind of ocean meh smell, does cascade this area, but some brush can be seen pumping out of the sand, showing signs of some degree of life. Liquid or a lake can be seen just outside of the distances. The atmosphere littered with flying insects, flies mostly, buzz around your heads, smashing into your eyelashes, accidentally landing in your mouth as you spit them out, buzzing in your ear as you kind of wipe them away in an uncomfortable situation. Spotting, as you get closer, what appears to be a four-legged creature that you quickly associate it with some sort of a horse. Upon closer inspection, a unicorn lying halfway in this pool of water. As you investigate this unicorn lying halfway into the shorelines of this lake, you peel back this horn, trying to remove it from its skull, searching for some sort of value on it or some sort of use on it. As you peel back the head out of the water, and just as the unicorn horn itself cracks and begins to separate after some tugging, you realize all the flesh surface area that has touched this water is completely skeletal and devoid of flesh, as if it was melted directly off its bone. The horn snaps and crushes as the head slams, splashing some acid everywhere, as you discover that this is a very toxic lake, a cascading mountainous wave of of this acid water just cascades onto the shoreline, erupting a creature made of the thing of nightmares, as this melted black dragon with scales and skin still slowly sliding off its skeleton, the center of which is filled with purple, for lack of a better way of explaining it, demon fire. A fight breaks out, and the unsung hero of this fight, a barbarian with 2 octopus tentacles, hanging onto the back, shredding at spine as the rest of the party separates and divides this creature's attention. Eldritch blasts flying everywhere, arrows smacking into this creature, frost fucking spells going across the atmosphere, cannons blowing up, fire slamming into this creature. Trying to roll the barbarian off its back. The barbarian takes his tentacles and wraps around 2 ribs, holding it into place like 2 anchors as it rolls over to try to demount him. But Kuza holds on tight, smacking into the sand and the earth, leaving a Dibbit imprint of himself in the process. After shredding pieces of bone and turning a lot of it to dust, it begins to fly away to its own safety of the waters. Unfortunately for it, unable to dive deep enough, a spell by Oscar smacks this creature to pieces as the demon fire, now free of its bony prison, flies 50 feet into the air out of this water, howls, and then immediately flips a bitch 180 degrees and dives directly back into the water where Kuza lies in swim. As this entity slams into this water and dives deeper and deeper and deeper, never to be seen as far as we know, a chunk of this demon fire stays floating. And as it's trying to pull away from what feels like an invisible tug of war that Alexia seems to be winning, a chunk of this purple fire enters Alexia's chest, absorbing it as its own. As her own, excuse me. And that, my fellow travelers, is where we pick up today, as the water still splashing around this entire lake as this massive gargantuan disturbance smashed into this water. The flies are engulfing this entire area as the water is absolutely disturbed. The air is so thick in flies that if you were to squint, it might even block your vision from time to time as these swarms of flies just cascade everywhere. The smell of brine and death fill the air as you all look at each other. Kuza is swimming out of this lake as fast as he can, and as he hits the shore, Oscar, you see Kuza coming out of this water as his skin seems to be singed and burned. Whatever articles of clothing he has left, which wasn't a lot to begin with, is even more damaged. And at this point, maybe even rags. Oscar, you're the first one to kind of acknowledge the situation as you look over at Kuza.
I float back down as it seems like he's heading towards me, and I stop a couple inches off the ground, looking at him like, "Whoa, you all right?"
Kuza is okay. As then he will reach out and just kind of shove into Oscar's chest the horn. Here is horn. And then he, as he just kind of goes to, I'll stop it there, yeah.
All of this for this unicorn horn. All right, plans. But wait, also, Oscar turns around, guys. I know it was kind of already dead, but we just killed a dragon again.
Oh, a dog?
Yeah, this is the second time. This one was a lot bigger, and it hit a lot harder. You would know that. Yeah, you would know that.
You've killed dragons before.
Just once. It was corrupted by some black sludge or something, and went crazy. It said thank you at the end. Oh, I was the one that put the last blow on that one too. Oh, is this a trend I'm seeing, guys?
Alexia just rolls her eyes and just...
I'm happy you stepped in there, Alexia, because just before you roll your eyes, what everyone hasn't acknowledged as Oscar
Correct,
is...
somebody was taking him over the head. And
You're breaking up
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that.
really bad. I think you're delayed as well.
Yeah, the camera's frozen on my end.
Yeah. As he fixes up his delay issue, Alexia, before you even roll your eyes or whatnot, what everyone else is not seeing at this point, as the charisma angel one is currently talking and everyone's kind of paying attention to him, pantomiming. He speaks a lot with his hands, you know. You yourself, being probably one of the furthest away individuals in this fight, Alexia, you break into what would be best described as like a small grand mal seizure, as your body just freezes for just a moment and your eyes twitch and vibrate. Your eyes are actually closed at this point, but it looks as if you're looking everywhere, or at least looking for something as your eyelids are closed. So you see those bumps in your eyes where your pupils are moving behind your eyelids. Unbeknownst to you, that only lasts maybe about 10 to 15 seconds, and that's when you kind of snap out of it. And then you roll your eyes at Oscar and continue.
No, that
Well,
was it. That's all she was gonna do. She's just...
Kavul, it looks like you're getting ready to try to rest up a bit, right?
Yeah, I believe we left off last where I was just finishing up the ritual around us.
I believe you actually got your heels off already.
Yes.
What about that? Okay.
So you trying to initiate a short rest? Is that what I heard, Kavul?
I wasn't. Kavul had actually start walking away from the group in the direction they were heading initially.
Sure. As all this is going on, Kavul begins to kind of move clockwise around this lake as if nothing happened. Fate, you standing there on this shoreline as like the waves kind of cascade up, because once again the water has been severely disturbed, so like the lake is overflowing a little bit here and there and then kind of ripples back in, and then but you stand like where your toes are just about to hit the water line, but they're not. You're obviously keeping out of the water, but it literally splashes up. What is Fate all about at this moment?
Fate's just peering off into the water and be like, all right, it's the second dragon we killed on this journey. And he's just going to turn around. He's going to catch up with Kavul as we head off to the golden shiny thing in the distance.
Absolutely, as you head off with Kavul. Oscar, as you're once again talking and all this jazz, you're very much there as these two begin to just drift off. And you're practically mid-conversation as they begin to walk.
Whatever. Guys, we should try to get some of this dried out wood. We're gonna need a fire during the night.
Suppose that's not a bad idea. And overhearing it, and I'm gonna come back and grab a couple logs if I can.
There is dried timber here. The wood itself looks like it's been baking in direct sunlight for fucking ever. We're talking like damn near petrified wood. It's just dry as dry can be. These logs will absolutely catch fire pretty easily, that you can tell, but it's probably not going to last too long as this is completely dry. It might just really quick for you.
So closer to tinder?
I would say it'll serve purpose. It just probably won't last that long.
That's fine. Can I do a quick 360 look to see if I see any remnants of like the dragon, like any scales or bone shards or anything like that?
The unfortunate truth of this lake, even though obviously you're smart enough to realize that this just gargantuan creature came out, which indicates depth. The water itself is like minimal to no visibility. It's so murky, and it could be a combination of either bacteria or creatures that have died in this lake out of desperation, trying to take a drink or something, and it's just consumed all that matter, and it's a very polluted liquid.
Okay. So there's none on the ground either from like when we were fighting it.
No, nothing more than prints. I mean, the unicorn carcass is still sort of there. It's been splashed over, so it's in the process of melting, more so than when you first got here. There's that. You might see some remnants of other bones and whatnot, but outside of dragon, nothing dragon related that you can tell.
All right. Then Oscar will just grab a couple bits of wood and meet up with the rest. Yeah. The only wood I have is magic, and I don't want to use that for timber.
Kuza.
Yep.
Kuza, as everyone's talking, you pull yourself out of this acidic water. I mean, you had an interesting swim. Where is Kuza's at right now? Where's his head at?
Moose is just kind of thinking like that. Yeah, the water ain't too great. It's spicy hot. For a better lack of description for it. Oh, So yeah, he's just kind of it's like, yeah, water's not good to swim in or be in or just come in contact with, and he's just got the current time between that and then the freaking bareback rodeo he did on the dragon. He's just kind of like, all right, need a breather. Just go kind of like take a moment, sit down, and just kind of wait for the others to get a fire going.
Absolutely. Out of curiosity, before we continue on inner monologues, actually, you know what? I'll ask that question after the fact. Eldwin, are you connected okay now?
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right, cool. Eldwin, I mean, everything that you heard is what's going on. I would like to hear where Eldwin's at right now, or if he wishes to say anything in particular before everyone walks off.
Kinda would be looking towards Alexia, kinda worried about her. Kind of having the inner monologue of, oh, that can't be a good sign. And we kind of start rolling his wheels over there.
Sorry, chewing. I apologize.
Take your time.
I didn't expect that to end so quickly. I'm sorry. Hold on. As you roll over in that direction, the earth here, it's not like your past trip, right? You guys coming from the southern side, it obviously seems to be more sand duney, like Egyptian sand. As you get closer to this lake, the ground is still dried and cracked. Think of like a dry salt bed, like the Salt Lakes, that cracked look. It's but it's dried mud. As your wheels cut across it kind of digs in like a half an inch, leaving like tracks as you make your way closer to Alexia. Alexia, you hear his wheelchair coming closer to you.
Alexia will turn and look at him.
What was that weird thing that you did to make that a feel fire enter your body? That can't be healthy considering what that thing was.
Chewing, hold on. It was just a curse I placed on it to help us kill it. And considering how badly it injured me, I absorbed some of its essence to heal my body. That's all it does.
You willingly took the chance to absorb some of that thing's essence? That could have killed you.
But it didn't.
What? This isn't a laughing matter. Stuff like this is the reason I lost my legs.
Do you see me laughing?
You unscientific people baffle me. How can you just willy-nilly just put a curse on something that you absorb its essence? That's mad!
I'm gonna do what I need to do to survive. I have far more things to worry about than what some essence of some dragon does to me.
It was an undead? You're saying you would willingly absorb the essence of like a vampire? A lich? That could affect your health. That could affect who you are as a person. Your anatomy could change.
I'll worry about that when it comes to that.
You're as crazy as those witch hunters.
Not crazy. Determined.
What's the difference?
I have something worth holding on to. Those hunters, they were just worried about the next bit of coin they'd get.
They have something worth holding on to. Their blades. And their families that they're trying to protect from the witches. Then again, they just use witch hunters for blatant terms. They sometimes hunt vampires, werewolves, but then again, that's neither here nor there.
They hunt anything they don't understand.
Many do. That's why soldiers are a thing. Think about it. Different races fight because they don't understand each other or don't want to.
As to, there's a lot more when there's a lot more going on when two nations go to war than when someone props up a group of people to give the populace somewhere to focus their hate instead of where it needs to be focused.
Night, Casey. Have a good one.
I'll try to. Yes, but the major difference is just the death toll. Otherwise, the consequences are basically the same. Not much of a change. People don't like things they don't understand. Which is why I'm trying to figure out and understand what the hell you did. Then I can help in case the worst happens, try and counteract it.
What I did, I weakened that thing to allow us to defeat it faster, so it wouldn't kill us. I was injured, and it allowed me to heal my body. That's what I did. Because I'm damn sure not gonna die out here.
Yes, but details. There has to be something you did to gain this power. Some book you read and some spell you learned. But how can you do this? It defies logic.
My patron allows me to do it.
Patron of what? Some death god or life god or something?
Oh God, no. She was there for me when no one else was. When I was trapped in a dark cell beneath the Capitol. And she led me to my freedom. That's all you need to know.
Alden just kind of has a glare in his eyes while he looks at Alexia. You know, up.
Okay, but if something starts happening, Please promise you'll let me examine you to help you out and fight any LFF.
Kind of puts out his pinky.
Alexia. Pinky swears. God damn it.
As you begin to hook pinkies in a symbolic gesture of trust and mutual understanding, Alexia, you look off to the water and you feel compelled to dive.
Hold on, I'm chewing.
It's okay. I just want to clarify. You feel compelled to dive, not die.
V.
I heard the book.
Emphasis on the v.
I will say this, Eldwin.
I'm sorry, say again?
I will say this, Eldwin. I would suggest you keep an eye on me.
That was the plan.
Because
I can make the shade bigger.
I have the sudden urge to jump into that lake. Or something in me does.
I wonder what it could be. You know, maybe the essence you absorbed?
Possibly.
Well, what it seems like, if it's anything like a lich, I guess it would be it needs its whole soul back, and you're keeping it from coming back. So, if we leave, it can't come back, hopefully. Or it might just hunt us down. Who knows?
Alexia tries to think back on anything she knows of Lich and dragons to see if she can understand the feeling that she's feeling. Knowledge Arcana?
No. Dragons are not magical, believe it or not. They're actually of the natural world. They're not conjured by magic. So
that's not how liches are, though.
Yeah, but you didn't ask about liches.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. I mean, what I can tell you is you know you better than you. So I'm going to say this. You do feel different. You feel compelled to dive as if you need to. Now, whether or not you RP it that way, it's up to you. I'm going to give you that. But I'm not going to... Just because you feel happy doesn't mean you have the soul of a mime or a clown in you. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work that way for at least what I'm aiming for here. So at this moment in time, you do know it's a dragon creature, or at least was, and seemed to be on the undead side of the equation. Your knowledge is your knowledge. So whatever you take from that, you're welcome to RP out how you see fit.
Right now, she's going to resist because she knows going over there is bad. She knows that's probably death. And she'll fight the urge, but she isn't moving away from the lake. Let me put it like that.
So, I would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And because of our previous chit-chat before the session today, i.e. that sentence, I'd like you to roll at disadvantage, please.
Okay.
I can't see the roll, so can I use my +4 to that?
Sure you can. Doesn't matter. He rolled a 4.
It's an 8.
As Alexia is looking over to the water and saying, you need to keep an eye on me. I just have this urge, yada, yada, yada. You guys are still hooked by the pinky as Alexia just starts to walk towards the lake with your pinky in hand.
Don't! She's trying to dive in!
I'm going to say, Oscar, you're about 30 to 60 feet away. You're just in the process of getting ready to start walking with Fate and Kavul and Kuza, all those guys that are just kind of chilling and getting ready to go. As you're kind of grabbing, your logs and shit, you look over And you see exactly what we just explained.
Does Eldwin get off his telekinetic first, or would I go
I'm
first?
absolutely certain he would, as you get knocked kind of on your ass, Alexia, but a moment. But, that urge, you just feel so compelled to take a swim and dive that after you kind of get knocked on your ass, you stand up almost immediately, dust your ass off, and continue to try to walk. You're not running to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you definitely kind of have that slow, like, oh shit, I want to go for a swim kind of a feeling.
I gotta do everything. And Oscar will rush over there. If I'm 30 feet away, I'll use my normal movement. If I'm 60 feet away, I'll double dash. I mean, I'll dash
I mean,
with
that's fine. Ideally,
yeah.
you get to him. That's fine.
And
And you see, as you approach, it's going to take you like 5-10 seconds to get there. But as you approach, you see Eldwin just continually, boom, boom, trying to like just pull her in, as if Eldwin has this invisible like choke
tether.
hold. Yeah, like just kind of pulling her back. She's, brute forcing it. It seems to be a very strong, compelling for her, but it does slow her movement.
I'll just. I can easily grapple her, but yeah.
For all purposes, I'm going to say this before you even give me your idea. I'm going to
Yeah.
say, in this current situation that we're in, we'll break it down as simple as combat, right? So in 3 rounds of combat, she will be at the water if she is not interfered with more. If she is not interfered with more than what's happening, so she has a tether. So this 3 is supposed to be a 1, but because of this tether that Eldwin has on her, it's slowing her down. So in 3 rounds of combat, she'll be at the water.
Oscar's like, I could cast a spell, but I don't think I need to. And Oscar just like grabs her by what are you wearing exactly, Alexia?
Well, her shirt's intact, and whatever. And
You're wearing
tell her
armor,
that
right?
she's wearing a breastplate.
Yeah, Oscar will like stick his hand in the back of the breastplate and just pull back. And just start like going in the opposite direction, just dragging.
Sure, give me a grapple check. On top of that as well, Alexia, give me a counter grapple using your athletics or acrobat or athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Going with acrobatics because that's my highest.
Ah, no.
Oscar, at first, you think like a simple grab, but, it's not that you miss the grapple. You grab onto her, but she kind of does one of those, get the fuck off of me kind of things, as she continues to work her way towards the lake. The tether on Eldwin is still very strong with him and is currently working on slowing her down, but she once again seems to be brute forcing it. Kuza, I envision you being the next closest. You would hear like a commotion between Oscar and, because Oscar's a talker, you would probably hear him saying something in relation to what's happening, not necessarily shouting for help, but more along the lines of what the fuck, whatever, like babbling. What do you wish to do, Kuza?
Wow, babbling. I wouldn't say babbling, but okay, Frog.
Kuzo would walk over and all stuff to, I guess, Oscar, seeing him try to stop her, and then her just keep walking. It's like,
use your
what's this
tentacles.
What?
Use your tentacles on that woman, and tie her to your back with your tentacles, and let's go.
Kuzo, I guess he'll just kind of nod, trust in Oscar, and he'll just kind of walk over. I guess he'll try to grab her at the tentacles.
Sure. Just do another grapple check and a counter grapple, please, Alexia.
Be a 13. Fuck no.
Well, our mods are higher, but we keep rolling worse.
She's definitely really adamant about getting to this water.
Shouldn't I be making a strength save against Casey's telekinesis?
It's actually his telekinesis that's making it a 3-round combat and not a 1-round
Okay.
combat. So he is statically working with it.
Okay.
It's working.
All right. All right. Just checking.
If he breaks concentration to do something else, it would probably be bad for you. So I assume, Casey, you're holding on to that telekinetic.
I'm basically using the pinky promise as the fulcrum to keep maintaining concentration.
Absolutely.
I just picture the little gnome. It's like arm outstretched, pinky half curled, like trying to yank back with it.
At this point, because Fate and Kavul, you did mention you were kind of dipping out a little before. I'm going to say you are far enough away to not make it to them within one round, but you would be able to turn around and kind of acknowledge that there's something going on back there. So we'll start with you, Fate. As you kind of look over your shoulder, hearing a commotion, once again, you see something going down in Chinatown.
I'm just gonna look back and like, what the hell are you doing, man? We gotta go.
Absolutely. As you shout over there, everyone over there can, free action speak if you wish.
Alexia's trying to die. We got another suicidal one.
What happened now? And I'm just gonna start waddling my way over there.
Now, as you get closer, once again, you see this gnome in a wheelchair, like, kind of holding, like as if this gnome was walking 15, like, huskies and holding on for your dear life. So there's that. And Kavul, you are more than welcome to add and contribute if you wish.
Kavul's gonna try something interesting. He's gonna try to turn into a raven.
When was the last time you did that?
That would be yesterday before we left into the desert.
You're absolutely right. Okay. All right, do me a favor before you do that. Give me a moment, let me bring it up. Roll me a D8, please.
Oh, wrong one. 7. Did I get that one before?
I don't think so.
No, you haven't. This is new. Huh. Okay. How do you wish to morph? Do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, he just goes down into his hunting stance, facing backwards.
As you morph, you go into your little hunting phase, and your scales turn into feathers. Your body begins to change. Your bones snap where they need to snap to kind of change form. Something different happens as you're morphing. As you're morphing, this ball of feathers ejects from your body as you morph. As this ball of feathers ejects from your body, it's kind of like a little mogwai, right? Like, from Gremlins and shit. How the little balls kind of just start to... And it starts to kind of bubble and postulate and kind of pop and begin to grow into full black feathers. And as you become this large raven, you yourself see a twin in miniature form, like a regular sized raven. Does one of those bird kind of feather ruffle, and the feathers kind of pop up, and then they start to take shape and sleek as this bird's beak goes under its wing and starts to kind of thread through its feathers. And it kind of hops and looks at you.
Kavul gave birth.
I forgot. Is that an action to do that, or?
Absolutely it is.
Okay. Then I'm going to take flight 50 feet in that direction. Just kind of skimming the ground.
Absolutely. As you fly in that direction, this raven mini-me follows you in tow. Stays very close to you this whole time in your flight as you make your way closer to Alexia. Go ahead and move your... You know what? Let's do this right here. One moment. Let's... I said 3 turns, so let's say every turn will be 5 feet because of telekinetic. I'm going to say you are here, and you're here trying to pull. Let's just, yeah, and this is very loose representation. All right, so go ahead and move your token to where you think it would be, Kavul.
Yeah, I was walking for a bit, so 50 would probably get me there. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Beautiful. All right, Alexia.
Yes.
Entranced with everything that's going on, and your horrible wisdom saving throw allows me to control your character for the next turn. So, that being said, you move 5 feet closer as you feel... Actually, I'm sorry. This should be this because one more turn, then you're in after this. So, I'm sorry. I'm relocating everybody. I apologize.
Wait, I thought... Oh, wait. Kuza, there's a new thing that you can make it so your token can't fall over.
Yeah, I know. It's due to some technical difficulties in my truck with my power strip. I can't boot up my computer at the moment.
No worries.
Whatever.
Alexia, with Kuza and Oscar just trying to grab you and pull you back, you make your way 5 feet closer. Oscar, as you start to see the tips of Alexia's boots or whatever foot covering she has just nick the water, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna make me waste a spell! Grease! Right under. And I'm gonna like, as I cast the spell, I'm gonna push my own weight down on top of her to like...
Okay.
Have you never seen a Three Stooges movie in your life?
So I get what you're trying.
No, I haven't.
I get what you're
I'm a
trying to
millennial.
do. I get what you're trying to do. However, the way that you're trying to use it makes me feel as if your weight push is trying to add on top of the grease, unless you're just trying to flavor it in the event that she falls.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm just
So
trying to flavor it. Like,
where do you
like
want
Oscar's
your grease
like,
to go?
and the square she's in and the square in front of her, and so that 10 feet, as well as we'll say the 5 feet in front of me, and the rest would like be in the water.
Like
Could
that?
possibly go wrong by adding oil
One more to the right.
To the right in a spherical environment. What do you
Like,
think?
one more in front of the space in front of me. Yeah, like that.
Beautiful. Okay. Obviously, the grease that touches into that water, it's not an open flame, so it's not going to ignite, but it definitely, like, your grease floats on top of the water like oil slick, and you just see it kind of sizzling as if it was being boiled.
You're making me waste a spell, Alexia. This isn't good.
Alexia,
This sucks.
dexterity saving throw. Does that happen on her? Wait, hold on. Does that happen now or
Yep.
on her turn?
Happens now.
Now, absolutely. Okay.
It happens now, and at the end of it, yeah, you fall.
Absolutely. And we'll represent that by just flipping her upside down for now. As, you know, between Eldwin's fucking pinky man of war of death, pinky pull, you know, and you're pushing into Alexia, and Kuza's just flapping around with his fucking tentacles. She falls, hitting the ground. That's Alexia's turn, and that's Oscar's turn. Kuza, you're next, because Eldwin's still holding on, right, Eldwin?
Oh yeah, Eldwin is holding on like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, Kuza, you're up.
I guess he'll just kind of go over to, try to grab her again and drag her away from the water.
She is also prone at this point and in grease, so I will give you... Well, you already have advantage because you're a barb, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, he would typically only have it when he's raging. So
I think
I have the
he's a
grappler
grapple
feet.
master, yeah.
Oh, the grapple
Put me
feet.
at disadvantage?
I'm sorry, what?
I asked, do you want to put Alexia at disadvantage?
You know, you're covered in grease. Sure, that makes sense to me.
25.
I thought that was Alexia's roll, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Me too. I was like, holy shit.
Like, what are you?
Alexia really wants to go for a swim. She wants to become disinfected. So roll your counter, Alexia.
Oh,
Okay.
it didn't roll.
As
wait,
your,
there it is. Oh, five.
as
Okay,
your
shit.
tentacles reach out and grab both her ankles with both your tentacles, you begin to pull her. You can pull her away half your movement speed.
Yeah, he'll just start walking back to where I guess the fire was being built and everything. Just kind of dragging her behind him with the tentacles by her ankles.
Alexia.
Kuza knows
Oh, go
water
ahead.
not. Yeah, Kuza knows water not fun to swim.
Alexia, I'd like you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Still at disadvantage.
Oh, wisdom at disadvantage. Okay.
Correct.
7.
Not enough. As you're grappled by these tentacles covered in grease, but you're still really trying to maneuver your way out of here. Fate, you're up.
Fate's gonna get a bit closer now, and he's gonna look and be like, well, "What in the world is going on?"
Told you, another suicidal one. She's gone crazy.
Alexia's
like
not
the last.
saying anything. She's just struggling.
Kuza do as told.
So we have another Senra in the group? Is that what you're saying?
If it was gonna be anyone,
Ouch.
like let's just get out of here. Kuza, tie her to your back and let's just get out. So who's got rope? I don't have any more rope. We're back on the Senra routine. Tie him up.
Checking. I'm gonna throw my rope to them and be like, "Good luck."
You chuck your rope to the group. I don't know who grabs it, but Kuza wants to say something.
Oh yeah, no, I was just going to say it was out of character and all stuff. Was I can just do the restrain with her and sit by the fire.
Yeah, but no. We're leaving. We're gonna
I
put a
misunderstood
fire
that part.
somewhere else. Yeah. Because last time the water started rumbling again, so we think it might come back.
Okay, I had missed that part. I apologize.
No bigs, man. You were disconnected for a bit. But yeah, so Oscar will grab the rope and start finagling around the specifically around the legs and like the wrist, while Kuza like hugs her.
Yeah. I guess between like the tentacles and his arms, Kuza will just kind of like hold her still while he wraps her in the rope.
As you're doing all this, Kavul, what are you doing as you approach in your raven form?
Fly to the other side, and just in case she tries to escape, and ready to catch her. And then I'm gonna ask the little raven who it is.
Who are you, little one?
Please hold while I make you a token.
I'm gonna get away from the water.
Alright, Kavul. As you look over to this raven that flies around you in circles, consistently flying around you in circles, you look up to it as you hear her struggling with Alexa. You look up to it and ask for its information. You hear no responses as it flies around you continually in circles.
Okay, then I'll just ready to catch Alexia if she gets out.
Alexia, you have one more disadvantaged chance to break free. After this, you will be officially restrained.
All right.
By the way, that song was pretty fucking awesome.
I rolled a 1 with a total of 3.
Kuza, give me one more check to represent a restraint of some sort with Oscar's help. So roll it at advantage.
19.
19 trumps an 11. So yeah, you are effectively restrained and bound by tentacles and rope. Alexia, you do not want to be held in place as you just feel this urge and you can't even explain it. It's like you have to do it. What does Alexia do or say as you become restrained?
she just kind of. All right, which way is she facing as y'all restrain her?
Technically, legs are pointing towards Kuza. I'm gonna just reasonably say it's a good chance that Oscar's at your hands. You are probably on your back being dragged. Is kind of my envision at the moment. It actually looks pretty bad on paper.
She's just
Oh, damn.
back. She is just looking back towards the lake, and she's wiggling. I mean, like she really wants to go. Like she's really trying to escape. She's not saying anything, and she's just like she's straining to break free.
And your attempts are futile as you have everyone preventing you from doing that. Which takes us out of that combat-like situations, and we are now in a free roam situation here. So, as she struggles, what do you guys want to do?
Let's leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once she's fully tied up, Kuzo, I guess, would just kind of securely wrap the tentacles around her, and then just kind of start walking, following Oscar with her on his back, held by the tentacles.
Kuz, I have to say, it's very useful having you around for weird situations like this. I appreciate you. And Oscar like puts his hands on his shoulder.
His tentacles basically makes Alexia basically his backpack of sorts.
Yeah.
And you know,
Friend pack.
Alexia is absolutely squirming and pushing and just trying to move around. The occasional eldritch blast slams into the ground as she's struggling to break herself free.
Yeah, Kuza kind of just like nonchalantly ignoring the eldritch blast at his heels, just kind of goes and just pats Oscar on his head with Kuza kind of. Or how tall is Oscar actually? Question.
Oscar's 6. Actually, I think he's taller now. 1 sec.
Yeah, because
he's
Kuza's
5'10".
He's like. Okay, yeah. So Kuza is a bit taller because Kuza sits just short of 7 foot, I think. So yeah, Kuza just kind of pats Oscar on the head. It's like, Kuza thanks Oscar.
And Oscar's like, oh, that's weird. No one's ever done that before. That's thanks.
Yeah. As you say thanks, Kuzo just kind of just smiles and nods his head.
All right. So we're still heading towards the beacon, right, guys?
Yes, we are.
You walk clockwise around this putrid.
All right.
Go ahead.
No, he says we got our legs, and he's like, let's go.
You begin to walk around this putrid lake clockwise around it, using this golden light that just seems to twinkle on the horizons to your north. About 100 to 200 feet away from this lake, you see this massive splash coming out of this lake as you all quickly just take some sort of a stance in defense, knowing what just happened. All you see is the water blast out and the sounds of this dreadful scream that seems to just slowly echo and fade as you walk away.
Kavul will fly ahead of the group, trying to find a campsite.
Absolutely. The further north you go, and eventually you this song does not match.
Just nonchalantly, we just keep moving on from the massive explosion and scream.
Oscar's just thinking, those materials, they're still there. All right, next time, you son of a bitch. Next time.
Motherfucker, we kept your horn.
Yeah. I'm in full agreement with Kuza with this. We got your fucking horn.
Next time, you son of a bitch.
Next time, you're gonna be by yourself.
We'll get revenge for Kuza's skin.
I don't think Kuza wants revenge for his skin. I think
no. We're gonna get revenge for Kuza. No. We're gonna get revenge for Kuza. That's why.
Cruz
That's
is more
why.
upset he did. Cruz is more upset he didn't get to kill it.
Oh damn.
Well, you know how you can fix that? You can kill the person that killed it. Therefore,
That's not how. Hey,
you
hey,
inherit the victory.
Shut up, Sinker.
As you guys continue heading around this fairly large lake, it's not like Lake Michigan or anything like that, but it's a decently sized acidic lake in the middle of the desert. As you continue your path northward, the terrain itself no longer reflects that of sand dunes. It seems to be more like an Arizona-styled desert, as there is some signs of green vegetation, be it cactus, saguaro, cholla, prickly pear, whichever, plant life is very sparse here. And the ground also seems to feature a lot more of a rocky presence as boulders begin to jet out of much thinner sand. There is soft sand here, but it's more like only an inch or two tops versus the 5 to 6 inches that you've been trudging through for the past 24 to 48 hours. At this point, the sun has set as the atmosphere becomes chillier. A slight chill kind of brushes across you as the ocean air crests across this area. The temperature itself had to have dropped about 15 to 25 degrees minimum.
Well, I guess it's time for us to make camp. Sounds good?
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. I just thought about something. And Oscar goes over, you could put her down now, Kuza. And he opens up her backpack and takes out her tent. There we go. Let's set this up. And
Wait,
Oscar,
did you just go through her backpack? What the hell's wrong with you?
And open up and start putting up your tent.
Did I find any good places on my flight, or?
I'm sorry, say again?
From what I was scouting ahead, did I find any good places to rest? Or?
I mean, the cool thing is as you're scouting ahead, like I said, the terrain has changed. So there are divots, valleys. There seems to be stone locations that look to be just worn away from flying sand. So it's very smooth and kind of like the surface of the moon in a way looking. There's a lot of that going on. Think Flagstaff, Arizona. Think Sedona, Arizona, kind of, where the smooth rocks has been carved away. There's definitely ample space between two large stone kind of hills.
Okay, that's where I would have led the party then.
Absolutely. The vegetation around here is such that you are able to gather, dried timber, not to mention some of the timber that you collected before. As you all make your camp, it takes time to do so. The sounds of yipping can be heard in the distances, echoing through the valley. Are we starting a fire?
Yeah, we're gonna need to. Cause someone needs to take watch. And after Oscar finishes setting up Alexia's tent, he put her in it. Still tied up though.
I thought I was still holding her.
Actually, give me another wisdom save. This time a straight roll, please, Alexia.
Okay. 11.
At this point, you start to regain some of your head. Although you feel compelled to still take a dive, but you're about 3 hours away from it at this point, or 2 hours away from it. And your desire to dive has drastically reduced. Bless you.
Thank you.
She stops struggling a good bit, but she's not speaking. if she's no longer like straining her neck as if she's trying to get out of her own skin. And she seems a bit exhausted, like she's just heavily breathing.
I mean, Kuzu, you're the one that is literally physically holding her. You would absolutely feel, what she just explained.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, because Oscar would be walking out of the tent coming towards her, and I guess he'll kind of look up to Oscar and kind of just like, she calmed down, but she breathing hard.
I mean, she's been fighting it for the last 3 hours, so probably just tired. So yeah, let's just put her in the tent, and hopefully she'll sleep off the crazy for the night. Eldwin, do you need help setting up your tent too?
You're muted, Eldwin, if you're talking.
No, I will be fine.
Alright, cool. So 2 tents. So, Eldwin, you mind if I bunk with you? When it's not my turn to watch?
Not a problem at all.
Alright.
Kuzo will go to move to put her in the tent.
You absolutely do so, and as you put her in the tent, guys, we need to take our break now. The guy who's trying to hire me wants me to call him for a moment.
You're good.
Forgive me for the people watching at home. We're gonna take a 15-minute break because this is about like the future of my life here, so this needs to happen now. So it is 21 after. Let's be back at 35 after. Let's assume that you guys are aiming for a long rest. I'm assuming, correct?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I used up all my spells.
Fantastic. As we go for a long rest, I will make our rolls to see if that happens smoothly. And then we'll pick up where we left off. Once again, guys, we're taking a 15-minute break because of real life shit. I apologize for those watching at home. Stick around. We are not done for this evening. I will be back hopefully in 15 minutes. Thank you so much.
All right, who's gonna stay in the other tent with Miss Action?
I mean, Kuzo can.
All right, big man, it's all you. Just make sure
God
she
damn it.
doesn't kill anyone.
That's a very vague instruction, good sir.
Well, you could sleep too. It's just, I mean, she probably can't do much. Maybe like we should tie her hands up a little bit more. Or maybe we should. I don't think we should gag her. I feel like that's a little too much. But like,
This is just like the only instruction is just make sure she doesn't kill anyone. No other instructions.
try to get a good night's sleep. It's the other instruction.
Proceeds to use a full moon frying pan. You're going nighty night. Looney Tune style.
PUBG time.
Oh god.
Oh,
By the way,
Also,
you don't need to stream for me anymore. I'm good now.
I'll still need someone to for
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
it's
never
needed.
mind.
So, how about this second Raven? I need to ask Fraga. It's still here when I turn back.
You have a familiar.
It's a piece.
We're
of
twinsies.
Kabul.
We have 3 familiars now.
It's
Whoa.
a piece of Kabul.
2.5.
I just
technically
love
have two.
you asked him like, so I'm gonna go talk to this Raven, and then Frog's face went to a god damn it as all of a sudden a little mini token popped up in the distance as he was sizing it.
Are you talking about your cannon, Eldwin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised
Wait.
no one reacted to the 2 Ravens.
Oh no, Oscar did. He was like, "Oh, Kavul gave birth," but he was busy trying to prevent her from dying, so he let it go immediately.
I don't think Kuz has actually realized yet.
Oh, look, bird.
Bird and bigger bird.
Bird,
Eldwin.
bird. Bird is the word.
Eldwin, me and you, once we get to Brecca, we got some business to do, homie.
Describe business.
Two parts of said business. One, apparently this place is filled with magic shit. So me, you, and maybe Alexia, if they aren't going crazy at the time, need to go around and find stuff, find all the good stuff. And then two, Oscar has an idea of what to do with the horn, or a couple things to do with the horn. And considering he knows that you have experience working with the creation of magic items. He's like, oh, well, you're the man with the plan.
So I might be casting a spell before I finish my long rest.
What spell?
I get our food, so I don't have to spend it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we still have plenty of food. What will it be this time? We
the
have
food
bread.
spoils in 24 hours.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he has to like, we eat what he makes within that time span, or
rotten food.
All right, guys, eat.
Yeah. I mean, right now, besides what we already ate, there is a total of 90 pounds of food.
Yeah, I got a lot of food. Trying to think if there's anything that Oscar could try that I've been dying to have him try.
what you do is you put the big pile of food out for Cinder and tell her to go to town.
Don't worry, guys.
Oscar's frozen.
When we wake up, I'll have some grease and beans for us.
Oh, more coffee. Grease and beans, the coffee.
Oh, God.
Remember, do not give it to children. It makes them rebel.
That's why you give them sugar, then they'll do whatever the fuck you want.
No, did you guys get disconnected from Roll20? I mean, not Roll20, from Tabletop?
Nope.
I'm not connected to the tabletop at all right now, so...
Yeah, you kind of had a weird internet spike.
Yeah, you like, your camera froze, you stopped talking, and...
Impossible. Never happened before. Never stopped talking.
So I can see his Discord icon lighting up like he's talking, but I can't hear anything. Anyone else hear him?
I can hear him.
Hear him.
God damn it!
All right, let's see. Join
He
game.
was
trying to
what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping one of the two of you were going to catch on before the other said anything.
To my defense, you're one of the ones that generally has technical difficulties, so I thought you were being serious.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, I am back, boys.
Right. We have to deal with him again.
Oh yeah, deal with me, the person that stopped the jumper earlier. I love that song. Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Wish you could
might need to prepare new spells.
You've been living in.
Or maybe.
And if you do not want to see me again,
I will understand.
Kavul might need to bring out his anti-Senra spell again. Yeah, Kavul might need to bring out his anti-Senra spell.
Casey's up there wondering, it's like, what are these old fogies singing about?
Oh, no.
Hey, keep the old fogies to yourself.
Stream, anyone who's watching the stream is just hearing us butcher a song, or at least me butcher a song.
A really good song too.
Yeah, so Kavul might need to prepare his anti-Senra spell again.
Oh, spell was that? Was that hold person?
Hold person. Anti-Senra spell.
Yeah. That's
difference is I'm not an asshole, so.
No, but
Alexia, you're definitely a lot better.
Kavul is getting vibes
astronomically.
Kavul was getting the vibes like, this person tried to run away now? I know someone who did
Alexia,
that.
you
I know
failed the
good
vibe
spell."
check. That you failed the vibe check today. Kavul's like, we ain't having that.
I've been going back and forth. Because at the start of the game, I was in the middle of cooking dinner, so like I'd have my headphones on, listening, but I couldn't respond.
Oh, I see.
I was tempted to do a nice ray at our person, but I didn't want to do that.
I really didn't want to have to use that spell slot. That was my
Wait.
last one.
Frog said he would have a mini for Roger.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well,
Oh boy.
I mean,
I swear to God, if this guy dies once a day, I'm gonna eventually just like.
He
until
didn't die
start
last
crying.
session. He didn't die last session.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he
say
did.
this: if
The dragon killed it.
No, it didn't. It nearly killed Eldwin.
Oh yeah, you nearly squished Eldrin. with
well, I
his
know
squeaky
last
wheelchair.
session you definitely did your. Oh, it's because you got sand on him. Eventually, if you do this every day, Oscar's just gonna be like as soon as you stand, he's just gonna put his hand over your mouth. Yeah, Roger, yeah. Wait, it's so sad. It's so sad. Oh. Here, let me pick up his pieces. There you go. You can make them back tomorrow. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be some diminishing returns on how sad it is when Roger dies. Actually, never mind. Shoot some water. BRB.
Oh boy.
Imagine leaving mid-session to do something that's completely reasonable.
So.
Understand. Sorry.
Oh boy. Well, this is definitely helping make my day a lot better. Which after the game, Kuza, I will need to tell you about my day. You might understand a lot more.
I will have to immediately get off because I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to start driving.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like once it hits 10, I have to hop out just so I can at least get 5 hours, or try to get 5 hours.
Well, let me just say this. I just had I had a real fun, difficult corner today when in the coach bus.
And in the what class?
In a coach bus.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I can only imagine because at least with the fucking rig, you can between the truck and the trailer, there's a bend. A fucking bus, that's a solid block. My condolences.
Yeah. Let's just say it was a real tight corner and there was a middle divider on the lane I was turning into.
If it's only like a couple inches tall, fuck it. Kill the divider. As long as it's not going to do damage to you, just fucking kill it and go.
Well, and here's the best part. There was a sign in the middle of that divider.
Oh no, you fucking didn't. How bad was the damage to?
Only tapped the mirror.
Okay.
But yeah, first day driving the coach bus, the $500,000 vehicle.
No, you're saying tight turn, median, a pole in the median. I'm like, oh fuck, you just killed that fucking pole.
No, it wasn't bad,
thinking,
but
like,
man.
Okay,
but yeah, no man,
still. That's tapping a mirrors. Yeah, that's all right.
But still, I mean, with the first day in a $500,000 coach bus doing that, yeah.
I mean, second week of training, my entire driver's side mirror got shattered going down the state highway, and half of it came flying in through the window and clocked me on my jaw while I was driving 45 miles an hour.
And then of course I kept making a extra turning room by going up on curbs, which they didn't like.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
It wasn't on
Cool.
purpose.
take it.
But
Yeah, take it, with a bus. I've never driven any type of bus. I've only had the truck and trailer. So, but I would assume in a bus, you just make the turns as wide as you can get, and just try not to fucking eat a
Yeah.
curb.
Yeah, no, it was like, yeah, this is one of the most difficult corners you'll have, and yeah.
Kavul, if it makes you feel better, at my first day at my last job, I didn't know that a glass door was somewhere, and I busted my front tooth and needed to get emergency surgery.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better.
But yeah,
I
no,
missed
man,
I missed my second day of work.
I was just so frustrated because in all my years of driving bigger trucks, I've never done anything like this, and I was like, oh.
I
And
mean, it's
this
probably
truck,
wider, right? It's a wider vehicle.
it's wide, it's long, it has dualies in the back, and there's a tail swing. So,
All right, guys, I'm back.
welcome back.
We were just talking about
Welcome back.
Kavul's wide and long and stuff in the back instrument.
Roger!
No,
Roger!
I'm gonna fucking kill it. This can't be every week.
Where's my Roger?
Out of curiosity, has
Y'all
Kuza
see
actually
Alexia
seen
come
Roger
from
yet?
walking around the rock carrying a
You've
what
definitely
looks to
seen
be
him.
a pot she just got done using. Whew,
Oh, no.
I had to go and back to Eldwin.
Well, good thing Alexia's tied up.
So I'm gonna say I am sorry about the extended hold, guys. That was
Whatever.
a phone call with my potential future boss, and looks like I'll find out officially tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, guys, we had our break. Hopefully everyone's back. I heard and I could see everyone except for Fate. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Beautiful.
When am I gonna be able to see Fate's face?
I heard Kavul already. I think I
Yes.
heard Kuza as well. I definitely heard George. And then I see everybody else. So, let's do this. As Kuza places Alexia in a tent, a breeze kind of kicks the opening of the tent, and you could hear the fabric or the material kind of flap in the cold breeze. Some wind, Kuza, would kind of thwip you on your open neck or your exposed neck, and this, the sand grains just kind of rip across your neck a little bit and just kind of scratches at your skin. The cold chill is enough to even give you goosebumps up your spine, as the snapping crackle of fire of a campfire, warmth the open side that it faces. The silhouettes of your cohorts kind of shadow puppets on some of the rock walls in the surrounding area. If you were to look up into the sky right now, you would see what simply to be millions of stars above you that twinkle, a variety of blues and reds and oranges. A streak stretches across the sky. Blue tail in silence rips across the skyline. The twinkle of a golden light in the north still shines like a beacon or a lighthouse in the night. As you place Alexia down, she doesn't seem to struggle as much. You look at her. What do you want to do? Kuza.
Oh, sorry. I thought I missed you say my name. I was hearing you talking about that. Yeah, he'll set her down, and then I guess he'll just kind of sit across from her in the tent and all stuff, and just kind of look over. It's like, have you calmed down?
He just kind of nods.
Kuza has to leave rope for now.
She nods.
Are you hungry?
She nods.
Just. I guess Kuzo will reach into his bag for a ration. I get like a jerky ration, just kind of hold it out for her to take a bite. Yes.
He reaches over slowly, takes the jerky, and starts chewing on it.
And then I guess he'll just kind of take the rest of that ration and start chewing on himself. Just kind of sits across from her in the tent, just eating jerky, watching.
She's just eating on the jerky.
As you begin to munch on the jerky, Alexia, in this tent that you're in, you start to hear a slight, like a tear, a really small sounding tear happening in your tent, just to your right. And as you look in that direction, you just see a snout kind of poke its nose in, sniffing. And as it continues to push through with the fire lights from the campfire behind cresting through the side of this tent, you see the head of a pseudo-dragon poke in and begin to reach towards your ration.
Kuzo will sit there and just kind of pull the ration a little bit back and then put his hand out for the pseudo to sit on, and then hold the ration there.
Animal handling?
Oh, joy!
With disadvantage, please, because this is not your pet.
That's why
She's
I said,
a
oh, joy.
companion. She's a familiar.
Crit fail!
Is it Cinder? Do we recognize?
It's
Okay.
Cinder. Yeah, it's
I'm
a
just
familiar.
making sure.
Hey, has anyone seen Cinder? I was filling out some food to feed her. She's gone.
As you absolutely obliterate that animal handling check, in a bad way, Cinder just leaps and snatches it from your hands and runs out of the tent. And the tent goes, as like the back end just kind of billows up as Cinder just bolts out.
Oh, that's where you are. What's that?
Cinder hides behind a stone. Even though you don't see her, Oscar, you could hear nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
Going back to the tent, Alexia.
Yes.
Cinder just stole your food. As Kuza, has an empty hand where he was holding your food from.
Alexia just kind of puts her hand back down, laces the fingers, and it's just kind of rocking back and forth.
As that interaction is going on, Fate, what are you doing with this campfire before your long rest?
I'm just gonna set it up, and get any stones nearby, like hand-sized stones that I can grab.
100%. Yeah, this is like stone, and it's like a stony desert here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab 2 of them and just gonna kind of put them in the fire that I'm just about to light.
Absolutely, and you do so. Is that all you're doing that whole time?
Yeah, and once the fire kind of dwindles down, I'm gonna use them to put in my sleeping bag or whatever to stay warm.
Fantastic. It takes some time to heat up those stones, so as you wait for your stones and you're sitting there kind of getting the warmth to take the bite away from this desert chill, you look around where you see Eldwin doing...
Oh, God damn it, why can't you just work right for one time without getting sand on every single cog, Roger? Come on, man. I love you, but God dang it, man.
Roger is trying to, move its joints, whatever moving pieces are on it, and you just hear... It's just grinding, and it kind of has, this staggered kind of movement. Think Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, you should probably get that fixed there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's just so annoying. He always likes to play in the sand, but he can't move on it, and it gets in his gears.
That's pretty self-destructive behavior.
Yeah, he's about as bad as her.
Touche.
The spout on your flying Carrig, it just opens up and it's just like just dust and sand.
Oh, that's dang it, Roger. This is gonna take all night.
Cinder, I got some bacon. I got bacon.
As Cinder jumps up onto your shoulder, swinging its spine tail around. Kavul, you see Fate basically making some heating stones. You see Eldwin fucking around with his rusty, dusty, floating Keurig. You see Oscar feeding Cinder. What's Kavul doing at this moment?
He's pouring about half of the water that's left into a pot.
Okay.
Taking out the sack of hardtack he made, and starts hitting the sack with his mace to pulverize it.
Absolutely.
Then he's gonna
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. And then he's gonna be pouring that in the water. He's gonna be adding some of the bacon he summoned, and gonna be making some hellfire stew.
Okay. Why don't we represent the quality of that with let's go with survival. Why not?
At least it's better than the boiled meat.
Wow! For spells that really don't have much flavor, you're looking at the best bland food you've ever made.
And then he asks Eldwin, "Do you have any of that tasty powder?"
Yeah, 1 second. Come over here, grab it out of my bag.
He goes over, he just grabs the first bag of powder he finds.
You just pull out a jar with spices, labeled Elven spices.
He pours, he doesn't know how much to use, so he pours, quarter of the jar in.
That should be enough for all of that.
The spices float on the surface of the water, and as they saturate, they begin to float down like the inside of a snow globe.
And then as he keeps stirring and rehydrating the hardtack, it just starts turning into more like a hash consistency.
Yes, the liquid turns to mush as you stir it through.
Like a gruel.
Yeah, and then he just, when it finishes, he starts divvying it out with cups of water.
Everyone that's around, you're more than welcome to partake in the free meal. So let's do it this way. Who is not partaking in this meal? Okay.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I know Kuza and brain doesn't work.
Alexia.
Thank you. Yeah, Kuza and Alexia are in the tent, and all stuff right now, I guess. So
the tent would be right next to the fire, so you'd be able to hear that.
And mind you, all of this happens within a realm of time. It doesn't have to be an exact order of operations. Like, this all happens statically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess Kuza will go out to go grab a bowl for him and Alexia.
I ship it.
As the the Hellfire stew is poured in, it kind of just wafts the steam, and it billows into your face. And the spices give it a bit of a twist to it. And I mean, it's not a 5-star meal, but I'll tell you what, for on the go, it's not bad. As you all sit down and have a meal, the beacon in the north, twinkling, grows dimmer slightly, but still very much almost like a spotlight that just crests through the air and the atmosphere, like a lighthouse in the distance. At this point, you guys get ready for your long rest. Who's on first watch? Who's on second watch?
I'll take first.
I'll do second.
Avul will go on first.
So real quick, if you're on first watch in chat, please type the number 1 and roll 20. If you're on second watch, please be a 2.
Okay, so Kavul, Fate, and Eldwin are on first, and then me and Kuza, I guess, will be on second.
Okay, awesome. Fate, Eldwin, and Kavul. As everyone else hits the shut-eye, snores can be heard from their respective locations. I believe Kuz is a snorer. The night itself, the atmosphere is you're in a wild location. You're in the middle of the fucking desert, a rocky desert at that. As the occasional tarantula would kind of walk through, or at least kind of scurry through the campsite. Occasionally, the fire off of the campfire itself, you would see maybe the reflection of a set of eyes that just kind of run into the distance. You would hear wildlife kind of echoing through the valley here, a couple of yips and yelps, a howl, which can best be described as a coyote. Things like that. At some points here, you would hear what sounds like some wildlife that might be fighting. Maybe two wild boar or razorbacks, fighting for dominancy, fighting for a female, who knows? As these sounds are very frequent in this part of the world. Fate and Eldwin and Kavul, you kind of look at each other in complete silence for the moment as the music soundtrack changes to something random. I think I need to pick a new soundtrack. This is, what do you guys want to do or say, if anything?
Frog, sorry, I forgot to mention, before we do the actual rest, I'm going to cast Create Food and Water for tomorrow's food and water.
Okay. I assume you place it in your bag of holding?
Yeah, the water in the bag, and then the rest in the sack. It's going to be hardtack and turkey again.
Fantastic. And you absolutely do so. All right, guys, do you wish to engage in anything? Anything you want to do or say before we carry on?
Cool's going to be looking to see if that small raven's still around.
Yeah, it's absolutely still around, 100%. In fact, it would probably be on your shoulder, to be quite honest.
We'll give it some of the meat out of the stew as he's just looking around.
As you attempt to feed the raven, it does not take your food.
We'll just be puzzling over it then.
You look at it. You can't help but notice a white streak that seems to go over its right eye all the way down to the back of its head. Kind of makes you think of your white scales that have a very similar pattern.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna ponder on it. Ponder on what his god might be, trying to send a message.
Fantastic. As that happens, the next round of people, as you do a shift swap. Oscar, who else was it? It was Oscar, Alexia, and who am I missing? Kuza.
Mm-hmm.
You guys sit there as you continually stoke the fire. Once again, the sounds of wildlife echoing through the valley here at this point in time. Everyone give me a perception check that's awake.
Is this with sight?
Nope, because it's dark out.
I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, the desert's a couple 100 miles around in all directions.
Okay. And just a normal perception. Boom.
All right, Alexia, you're in your tent. What are you doing in your tent? What is your current posture? What's your current setup? What are you doing?
She's just looking out of it. She's just sat down, knees up to her chest, arms crossed on her knees with her chin resting on her arms.
Are you still bound?
I don't think I am. I haven't been told whether or not I've been unbound. Because I did not
I
bind
know. I know. I didn't untie because I even made the statement. I was like, ropes have to stay for now.
Okay.
Unless someone else untied her, she'd still be bound to my knowledge.
All right. So she's still bound. I know that your tentacles wrapped up her midsection and leg area. I know she had rope
But
on her hands.
It was the hands and the ankles,
Okay.
essentially.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we're on the right page here.
Yep.
As you sit on your tent, and the flaps on your front door, at least the entrance and exit of your tent, is kind of flipped up and kind of pinned back, so you're able to at least see some portion of the desert. As once again the firelight that crackles seems to, jet light at least 60 feet all around with some sort of a dim light quality. It's at that point, Alexia, that you would see a glint in the distance. And by distance, I mean the immediate distance.
What kind of glint is it?
Your best to guess in that situation with that perception check, I'm going to go ahead and say the glint that seems to be about 4 to 5 feet off the ground. And it seems to be almost like a reflection of light, as if somebody was looking at you. Or at least looking in the area. And as it kind of shifts a little bit, you also see a glint of a reflection. It appears to have a metallic reflection to it. Like maybe the broadside of an axe that seems to shine light into your eye, kind of like your cell phone with sunlight.
Kuza.
Yes?
Kuza. There's something out there.
Kuza, where are you right now?
I guess I'd be in the tent with her, I guess, but it'd still be like on the opposite side of her in the tent.
Are you, and I'm assuming you're some degree of facing her?
Yeah, it's like
it is a two-person tent, so it's tight. You can fit 2 people, but it's tight. This is not like one of those fucking Walmart tents. As you face her, and she tells you that, Kuza, what is your AC?
AC is 15.
Kuza and Alexia and Oscar, you hear a whizzing sound, like a whistle, as just between your face, Kuza, and Alexia's face, the recognizable sound of an arrow flying through the tent, skewering through the other side of the tent, missing both of you guys. It's at this point I want everyone to recognize that we did do our first 4 hours of our long rest. So by the way we do our rules, the first 4 hours you would get half your hit dice pool back. And you would be able to spend if you need to, your call. But we are going to go into initiative at this point.
Yeah. Kuzo just kind of see the arrow kind of...
Free me.
Yeah, Kuzo's the initial, like, arrow was like, that's not good. But yeah, no. Initiative.
Give me 1 second while I set the scene up. All right, guys. You guys are in this little canyon area. You are welcome to place your sleeping tokens in an appropriate location that makes sense. I will once again reiterate certain things here. If a grid square is occupied by more than 50% of location that makes sense that you can't go through, it will be considered a difficult terrain square. So once again, if there's an obstacle in the square that looks like there is something there that takes more than half of the square, it'll be considered a difficult terrain. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. Let me set the music up. We'll get our initiatives going. You can go ahead and update your tokens as we will do initiative very shortly.
If someone can move mine over by Alexia.
And I believe Kuza's token needs to be updated if it hasn't been done so yet.
Yeah, it needs to be updated. Max health is 77. Current health is 70. AC 15.
Increments of like 10.
Yeah. Max health should be 77. Current is just 70 is all.
All right. Mind you, for those that are sleeping, you are still considered to be sleeping. For the purposes of what's happening, Kuza and Alexia, you're going to be considered prone. Oscar, I'm going to safely assume you were just chilling in the camp area on watch. So
Yeah.
I will let you choose.
I was doing my job.
Correct. I will say this, and I'm going to leave it up to your discretion of honesty. If you were sitting or standing is up to you. If you were sitting, obviously you'll be considered prone for the beginning of this combat.
He was like he would most likely be like sitting like with his back against this stone, like just enough so that like his cloak would be able to see behind him, but like he would be taking as much of a leisure position as possible because it's a long watch.
Absolutely.
Kuza, does this look right for you, bud?
So I can move the camera so you can see. 77, 15. Yep, that works. Yep.
Beautiful, guys. By the way, can you guys see the darkness? Like, does it look dark out? Like it's nighttime?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, it's shaded.
Good. I'm trying different things here. I like the shadow that Fate's casting onto the wall.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that.
Oh, wow.
Awesome, guys. All right, so as we get this party started, let's go ahead and roll that initiative. As we get this party started, and once again, guys, this is a new initiative system that we're testing out here, so I'm going to...
Oops, I need to redo mine. I messed up.
Fate has 77.
Wow, good roll, 77.
He is speed.
Yeah. Redo.
All right, so... and it actually makes sense because you were the first one to see it. Actually, let's just say it glints over here. And you know what? Let's see where it goes on that initiative. Perfect. All right, guys. So, Alexia, as this arrow skewers through your tent, almost smacking you and Kuza in the face, what are you going to do?
Why am I at 19? I should be at 7.
Huh? Yeah. Why is your AC at night? Did you change it from last time?
Yeah.
Oh,
when I
you have initiative roll and turned down, so it must have rolled you a new one.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Please hold while I update that. Apparently, it won't refresh. You said...
yeah, she's supposed to be at 7.
Alexia, why don't you move your token off the table, change it, and then put it back on the table?
That is a great idea.
Okay. Well,
That's what I'm here for. It's still on the table.
Yeah, I know. I was moving my camera closer to it.
Yeah. That's that. I was having that issue with the rocks earlier.
Oh, all right.
Seeing a lot of stone.
All right, let me. All right, do you want? Okay, hold on. Let me move back off the table.
Okay,
you
try
might
it now.
Oops.
Told you.
All right, whatever.
There we go.
What's your number?
7.
Nope.
All right, hold on. Let me do something here. Why is it hard? You know what? I'm just going to reset the whole table. Please put your tokens on again when I tell you to. Alright. Change it now. Alright. Who needs another second?
Give me one.
Are you taking them off or putting them back on?
Just re-put your numbers in there, because I reset, so all your initiative numbers should be different now. So put them back to whatever you rolled for your initiative. So there we go. We got 1 there. Got 2 there. Beautiful.
One sec, I'm moving tokens.
Do you guys see the text too? Do you see how it tells the text?
Yeah, at the top.
All right. Everyone good?
Yeah.
All right. By the
And
way,
you're right here.
Kavul, this raven is officially a familiar.
Okay.
There's some gimmicks to it, which I'm sure you'll discover over time. Anyway, rolling initiative. Here we go, guys. Kuza has not set their initiative.
Oh, no one said it.
He can't set his. That's sorry.
Cool.
All right. What's his initiative?
16.
There we go. All right, let's try this. Hopefully this works. Does that work? All right. I don't know why the Raven Familiar has a 21, but that's not going to fly. So let's just...
It's a bird. Of course it can fly.
Let's...
Wow.
He's got you there. He's got you there.
Okay, Oscar.
I think that deserves a DM inspiration.
You know what? Sure. We'll...
I'm gonna run.
You're right. You're right. This DM is inspired.
Oscar goes back in the tent. Hey, you guys deal with this. I feel impending doom.
All right, let's try this
I think
again.
you're gonna find impending doom in that tent.
Let's try this again. If you all right, so looks like the Knoll's going first with an 18. As you hear the sound of a bow, you know, creaking back under tension, Kuza, once again, an arrow flies in your direction. With a 19 to hit.
That hits.
An arrow thunks into the back of your thigh as you're laying down. Never mind, you're laying down. Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
All right, then disregard what I said before, because you're technically
the prone condition.
Absolutely. This arrow, once again, flies through. It actually hits one of the wooden sticks keeping this tent vertically erected. Oh, God. Yeah, that takes us to Fate.
Cool.
Fate's sleeping right now, so I guess I'm just gonna start spinning away.
An arrow! Oh no! Oh no!
What the hell's
Wake
going
up!
on?
An arrow! Oh no! No, but seriously, I just saw an arrow fly into their tent. They might be dead. So
I guess I'm just gonna get up and be alert and stand up, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Absolutely, thank you. Kuza.
Yep. Kuza will kind of, after seeing 2 arrows now whiz into the bloody tent, he'll kind of pop up out of the and all stuff real quick, as he'll look over to Alexia,
who is bound.
Yeah, and he'll spend his action or whatever, unbinding her and like freeing her hands and feet.
Your tentacles begin to unravel her legs, while your hands are doing her wrist guards or her wrist bindings, and that would be your turn.
Yep.
Oscar.
So I can clearly see the knoll now, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, you got dark vision, and there's got a little bit of a dim light situation. Yeah.
Okay. It's still the same day. God damn it.
Yeah, you guys did not gain the benefits of a long rest yet.
Okay. Oscar will... I can reach him. I will... I don't have a bow anymore. burned away. So Oscar is going to cast what's it called? Oh, he's gonna cast Mind Sliver on the knoll.
Beautiful. Get it. That is a what save?
Intelligence save. As a spike of like teal and like pinkish energy appears above its head.
Absolutely. Your spike right into its brain.
All right, and I'll just roll it now. The next save it'll make will have a -4.
There's no initial damage?
Yeah, there is. It's already there. 10 psychic damage.
I didn't see it. Sorry.
No worries. 10 psychic damage, if that matters. Alright, guys. No, but seriously, you should get the fuck up.
As this spike slams into this creature's brain, you hear yip, 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 as he starts to yelp and yip like hyenas on the prairie. What you find peculiar is there seems to be return yiping and yipping. And it seems to cascade around the entire area.
Guys, we're surrounded.
Everyone that's awake, give me a straight intelligence check. No modifiers, just a straight D20 roll on your intelligence. And everyone that's sleeping can do the same check with disadvantage as you are kind of still sleeping, sort of. Oh, beautiful. You know what? We have more than enough right off the bat there. Beautiful. Alexia and Fate. Both of you can acknowledge that you are not alone. And you hear the echoing of what sounds like at least maybe 8 to 12 other yips and yelps.
Oh, boys, we gotta make them quick.
All right, Oscar, would that be your turn?
I'm going to like take some cover and do the hide action.
All right, Alexia, you are up.
She will fire an Eldritch Blast at the yipping yapper over there.
Get it.
You yipping yapper.
As you lean forward and on your belly, cast your Eldritch Blast from the tent. With a 12, your bolt of Eldritch radiates and emits this dark light for a moment as your bolt rips through the darkness in that area.
Fires again.
Hold on.
Well, I mean, she had 2 bolts, so she had to make that second roll.
Yeah, 1 second. You see 2 others behind this one.
Ooh.
And it's just for a moment. It's almost as if, a lightning bolt just revealed 2 additional. Yeah. Awesome. And what's your second roll? An 11 also does not do it. Once again, showing the 2 additional contacts. Would that be your turn?
She will back away.
As you roll out of the tent, I'm assuming half your movement to stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. Eldwin.
Am I awake?
I mean, there has been some commotion going on, and Oscar is quite the noisy chatty batty, so I'm going to go ahead and say you're more than welcome to...
You're right. I am a baddie.
You are more than welcome to RP yourself awake, if you wish.
Oh, battle mode! And presses a button that flips his chair up into the right position.
Fucking recliner chair.
It's his bed. He doesn't want to try and get up and out of it.
Because he can't.
Exactly. And then I'll do my number 1 most used spell in this game, Create Bonfire. I'm gonna Arcane Firearm it.
Okay. Dex I'm assuming the
Noel.
first one? Yeah, alright. One moment here. Let me
You
actually...
want to just copy that bonfire over
I'm
onto him?
totally doing that right now for you.
Dex save -4. Hoot, hoot.
I'm going to actually do something a little bit better here. Unlock that. Change its color. Just to signify that you...
That's a cool color, too.
Yeah, this to signify that's a different one. So we're just going to go ahead. Alright, now, as we were, Dex save, here we go. How much damage?
5 fire damage. I rolled 2 2s and a 1.
Beautiful. As this creature, literally jumping as if it's like standing on hot coals. It's just jumping and gets somewhat engulfed in flames. If you were close to it, you could smell burning hair. Would that be your turn?
And then hide behind in my tent.
Absolutely. As you hide as much as you can. That takes us to Kavul.
Okay, Kavul is gonna wake up. Just for technicality, we technically got a short rest, right? Because we did half of our long.
You only gain the benefit of gaining half your hit die, as well as the potential of spending hit dice before combat.
Okay, I just wasn't sure how the technicality of that worked, so. Okay, then, since I can see him over there, yeah, I'm gonna do with the bonfire. Can I see the two behind, or?
Absolutely, it does cast light as if it was an actual campfire.
Okay, then the two behind, I am going to toll the dead on both of them. Wisdom saving throw.
Both failed.
Okay, that is 2d8 for each. 14 necrotic damage.
How much?
14.
And that's to both?
Do you want me to roll separately for both each, or?
I mean, they're two individual targets.
Okay,
and two different
I just wanted to
spells.
make sure, so. 14! and then he gets up, brushing some of the hot sand he used to cover himself.
Absolutely. Boom! These two gnolls are like, ah! And in fact, they start to bleed from their noses as they yip and yelp. Once again, every time they yip and yelp, you hear more yipping and yelping coming from echoes through the canyons here.
And then that'll be my turn.
Absolutely. Which takes us to the top of the round, which...
Oh.
Please hold.
Holding.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I like
Alright.
that Null with a longbow.
At the top of the round, we are going to see where they fall in the initiative.
He's not your normal Noel. He's got a bow.
I'm trying to keep as much metagaming out of it, so I gotta like name them obscured shit. So alright. You hear a very distinct alpha male-esque yipping and yelping. As this creature moves up briefly using this random cacti as a line of sight, longbow.
Frog, the stream isn't working.
What do you mean it's not working?
They said that it says no one's. It's not streaming anymore on Twitch.
It doesn't make sense. I see a live feed right now.
Never mind. They said that they can. It just came back for them.
Okay.
Maybe they must have been having some lag or something.
No worries. As this knoll peeks its head around this cactus and drawing back a longbow. Thump! And you know what? Let's roll this. Eldwin, odds or evens? Eldwin and Alexia,
Evens.
odds or evens? Evens it is. Let's see what I roll. That's right, I don't have the strip anymore, so I will just roll. Odds, as this arrow is looking to find Alexia. Alexia, what is your AC?
It is 15. 15. It's 15.
Yep, with a 12 to hit, it's not good enough as the arrow shatters on impact in the stone wall behind you. This creature then dips out of sight. That takes us to Knoll over here. Now, I don't have them numbered, so I gotta go by the arrow. Good, the one that's hurt. Who will drop its bow because it's fucking in fire and jump off. Does it take initial damage on the start of the turn?
Nope. On the
Nope.
end.
The end, okay. Who, as it drops the bow and is burning, it just charge forward and pulls out what looks to be on its back this long glaive. No, sorry, not glaive. I apologize. It's a spear. And in both hands, it raises it up and tries to stab down at a currently prone Kuza.
I would have been standing because I had, or I'd be upright because I had gone to unbind Alexia.
Alright, I apologize. So with a 21 to hit.
That still hits. I was just letting you know for continuity, because I didn't know
This-
if the tent was.
I'm gonna safely say that like your back is turned for aesthetic purposes, and this you just feel
Yeah.
this spear plunge into your back a little bit for nine piercing damage.
9 damage? Okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying that just in case you were shooting a bow at me at some point. Okay, so 9.
Fate, you're up.
Alrighty, what do I want to do? Let's go over some records. Gonna fly right in here. And yeah. Don't have that. Royal short sword going out. A 13.
A 13 is not enough to do it as this creature stabs Kuza in the back. It sees you coming around and it uses the butt end of its spear to parry your attack.
I'm gonna move right back over here.
Amazing. Would that be your turn?
That's my turn.
Kuza, feeling a spear plunge a little bit into your back. It is your turn.
Yep. So he is going to bonus action rage.
Absolutely.
And
And for
then-
the new viewers, why don't you tell them what it looks like when you start to rage?
No. He literally just does a giant roaring scream, kind of like any barbarian does, as his hands a little bit of his forearms turn into like, or his fingers, sorry, turn to more bestial claws as he starts to rage with. Oh, I did not mean to roll that. Sorry.
It's okay.
And then after which he will turn around to turn around and slapping this gnoll that hit him with his tentacle attack here.
Get it.
Yep. He's going to do a reckless. Crit.
Wow.
It's dead. You fucking murk it.
Your tentacle reaches up and wraps around this gnoll's elongated neck, as these are basically humanoid hyenas.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, only because I see this in my head, I gotta do it. Your tentacle just kind of like wraps and tightens like a constrictor, and you just hear a pop and a and this, like, as you hold it up, its body just goes limp, but you're strong enough to just hold it in place, and you let it drop, and like a house of cards, this thing just crumbles.
So, out of curiosity, because I have a habit of using fallen enemies here, for the second attack here, can I try to just chuck this body at the two that are further down from me?
Yeah, it would be a ranged attack, and I would have to give you disadvantage because gnolls are not small creatures.
It would be a reckless attack if that matters at all.
Okay, so straight roll.
No,
Yep.
reckless only applies to melee strength.
Oh, does it? I apologize.
Oh.
I'm not the most familiar with barbarians.
Yeah, neither am I. It's the first time I ever play a barb.
If you charge over there, you can smack them with them instead of throwing them.
And I'm also going to say that I'm only going to give you a range of 30 feet, nothing more than that. Which is just around the same time. You're good on size or range.
Yeah.
Alright, so make your range attack roll, buddy.
Yeah. Alright, so, do you just want me to roll a
range attack.
or-
Yep,
I
based on
don't
your
have.
strength.
Just roll your normal attack with your claws. It'll
Okay.
be the same mod.
Gotcha. Where's the close? Fucking crit fail.
You throw this creature's lifeless body with your tentacles, like it just, and then just like whips it. Whoa! As it rolls towards these gnolls, it hits early. You know, it hits before them. You don't throw it hard enough, and it just rolls over the campfire that's currently on the ground from Eldwin's spell. And this creature just kind of engulfs in fire as it ignites and rolls closer. Unfortunately, no damage is done, but the gnolls in the area begin to yelp and yip and yelp louder. Would that be your turn?
Nope. He is going to use his movement for the turn, and he is going to move his 40 feet down to those two gnolls.
Okay, get it.
If someone can move me down there.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Oh boy, hold on.
If it matters, my dark vision range is 60 feet.
60 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Oh, wow. All right, hold on one more second.
Sorry, I didn't know like how much it would matter or not.
Okay. You absolutely spot more of these gnolls.
Yep. Whoever's streaming for me on Discord, can you pan so a little bit? I'm just trying to see what everything. Okay, that works. Alrighty then.
All right, now would be your turn.
Yep. Fuck.
One of the new gnolls that you discover. You know what? Whatever. He's gonna go right over here. No, you motherfucker.
He's unable to make it. He's drunk.
With a spear in hand, swing down on you. As it goes in, it kind of yelps and yips and comes to you, and it's like drooling off its teeth. With a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
It catches you in your arm for 7 piercing damage.
Alright, so that will be. You round up or down? I always forget about that for the damage here.
Always round down unless it benefits you directly, and then you would round up in those situations.
Okay, so with this one, then I would be rounding up then, because for the damage, because I'm enraged, so it's piercing. I take half.
You take less damage.
Okay.
You round to your benefit.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so that's gonna be 3.
This gnoll runs to you, stumbles a little bit as the spear hits the dirt at your feet. The next gnoll. Pulls back on a bow. Kavul, what's your AC?
16 currently.
You hear an arrow just whiz by you, and it slams into the wall next to Eldwin, shattering on impact. This one is going to tactfully move to the other side of Kuza and goes swinging. Another spear of 14 to hit does not do so as your tentacle slaps it out of the way. You are in a world of shit. Oscar, you're up.
Ah! God damn it. Oscar can see all of this. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something heroic. I hate doing heroic things. Oscar is going to dash using a bonus action.
Okay.
To get to this guy. To flank with Kuza. Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to flank. Would I have been able to flank here? Nah, whatever. I already said I was here. Don't matter. Okay, and Oscar is going to arcane jab green flame blade.
Get it.
All right. And so I add the. Oh, I don't have the flank bonus
Just
on
add a
this
+1
my
to
new
whatever you roll.
sheet. Yeah. Okay. So I'll add that later. Arcane jab. 24.
Absolutely sinks into the back of this creature.
Okay. And I rolled pretty bad, but 17 damage. Okay. And then the green flame is going to... Oh, so I'm going to do... So I have an ability that lets me deal... when I deal sneak attack damage to something, I can deal half my sneak attack dice rounded up as necrotic damage to another creature within 30 feet.
Link it.
I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. Whales from the grave.
Okay, and what do you want to do?
I'm gonna deal... So I have to roll it first. Let me take off these bonuses. And I'm gonna... deal 10 necrotic damage to this gnoll. This one right here.
This gnoll begins to bleed profusely from its ears, eyes, nose, and mouth, almost as if you liquefied all its capillaries and just degraded everything that was under its fleshy or under its hide, and it just kind of collapses on the floor.
Cool. And then the green flame blade's gonna bounce towards the other gnoll. Let me just make sure I reduce my notes. And for 7 fire damage on the other one.
That gnoll howls in absolute pain. Most of its fur is burned and singed off as it's barely standing. Would that be your turn?
I'm going to move back. I can only move back 10 feet. So yeah, I'm gonna move back, risk the attack of opportunity.
I'm assuming. Oh, you're gonna risk the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As he swings with the sharp end of the spear to quickly just kind of take a thwap at you. 15 to hit.
So because I slept, did I recover my short rest spell slot?
No. Well, you know what? That would be fair.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast shield to make my AC. I'll change it on my sheet, but
Absolutely.
it now misses.
You see the spear glance off this invisible force field of teal, like shattered glass. Would that be your turn now?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Next gnoll comes up here, loads a bow once again towards Kavul. A 10 does not do it as it hits into your hide and glances off into the distance. So it makes contact with you, but it hit in a way that just kind of like reflected off of your natural scale.
Okay.
Next. Which one was that? Oh, there you are. Cool. This fucking battle music is sexy, dude. Kavul, once again, longbow. That's a crit.
Oh, really shit. Oh.
One of these arrows finally makes purchase right between your shoulder blades, Kavul. Boom! For 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Alexia,
Let's
you're
a
up.
small wail of anger.
Alexia, you're up.
Yeah, I know. Getting a good look at the battlefield. Alright. Alexia is gonna fire an Eldritch Blast, each bolt going at a different one each bolt to the knolls around the bonfire, purple bonfire over here. That are in red.
Get it. Eesh.
Roll.
Shit, did I update our crit fail table? Did I put it on the table? I didn't update it. 1 second. That's my oversight. I apologize. Give me 1 second. Ooh, that hurt.
At least you hit one of them.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Holy shit. Yeah, that one's dead.
Sorry, guys. Give me one moment here.
Ignore that one and...
Still, you got 17. Wait.
What the fuck?
Wait, isn't that +3 from your Hexblade curse?
Yeah, I gotta take that value out.
Okay, so you dealt 14 to that one.
Yeah,
but
I dealt 14.
It's probably still eviscerated.
Sorry for the delay, guys. I'm just trying to find... I was supposed to update a crit fail table. Roll a D100. We'll just go with this one.
Ooh, D100s are always fun.
89.
Oh wait, I didn't roll when I rolled my shield. Come on, 111. Fuck.
And what'd you roll? Because I'm on a different screen.
89.
Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna do what it says to do here, but your spell misfires is causing you a moment of panic. I'm just gonna give you disadvantage on the next spell, the next attack you do, because that doesn't. I don't like what it says here. That's really, really punishing, and I'm not gonna do that to you. Let's just say you get your next spell, no matter what it is, it's gonna be a disadvantage. But
You're blind for the next 3 days.
yeah, no. It was bad. It was literally like you blow your arm off, and I'm like, nah, no.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it
that's
was
a
bad.
cantrip.
Yeah, so that's why it's not fair. So, but let's just say disadvantage on your next spell, as you miss complete. However, the second one, did it hit?
Yeah, it got
All right.
19.
19 damage. Which one was it? The one that's
No. 14 damage, 19 to hit.
19 absolutely hits. Which one are you hitting that one with?
The
one on the upper portion or the one on the lower portion?
I'm gonna say the one on the lower portion.
Lower portion. How do you kill it?
It's just gonna blow its head off.
Kuza, mid-fight, you just see one of these heads explode. You actually get some gook on you as a result. Would that be your turn, Alexia?
Yes.
Amazing. Which one was just arrowed?
I didn't see it. Oh, it's over here.
Back here. Beautiful.
By the cactus.
This knoll is going to take a few steps back and pull a bow.
Coward.
And take a shot at Kuza and miss completely as it just flies into the rocks behind. That takes us to Eldwin. And Kavul, you're on deck, but Eldwin, you're up.
This is quite the peculiar situation we found ourselves in. Yo, my mighty steed! As I cast Scorching Ray, and my Gatling gun turret pops up between my legs, and I start cranking the handle.
Absolutely. You get to select your targets on this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, just making sure. All right.
One's going to the top knoll, and the other two are going to the one that is on the other side of Kusa.
Oh my heavens! All three of them hit.
And I'm going to Arcane Firearm the first shot.
And this is to the very front one, you said?
Yeah, so 9 damage to the front one, and then 14 to the other one.
You kill the first one, and you severely damage the second one. How does it look?
So as he just starts cranking it, the heat just starts generating in it, and then
Yeah, I'm
it has
looking at
3 barrels, and then it just fires
Yeah.
one shot and hits him directly in the throat, and then the other 2 shots come right after as I keep cranking faster, and I hit it really hard on the last shot, and it just blasts out both the shots at the same time as one collides into his shoulder, the other collides into his hip.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like a hot fire bullet just pierces through the first one's throat, and the second one gets riddled, like you explained. And it's just this thing of beauty. Kuza, these bullets are basically like just flying over your head. And mind you, they're like tracer rounds. You literally just see it traveling through the air.
I got you, Kuza!
Would that be your turn?
I'm gonna bonus action and summon my Eldritch Cannon Force Ballista and let it make its attack.
Awesome, get it.
And blast the knoll.
Force Ballista. Oh, come on. Oh, well.
Oh my god.
Not a crit.
As it crits.
Poor guy.
2d10, because I just used it since it has the same attack. Plus 4.
How do you end that knoll?
The Force Ballista, after the 2 rounds blasted into him from the Gatling gun, the Force Ballista just target locks, aims right for where the bullet hit in his shoulder, and just blasts off his shoulder, taking his heart with it.
Literally goes zzz, and just goo flies everywhere. This creature falls with a missing arm, and it's like trying to hold like the blood in, and it just kind of rolls on the ground till eventually it passes out.
And that's
We
my
got
turn.
your back, Kuza.
Kavul, you are up.
Okay, can I see these 3 up here?
Oh yeah, they're shooting at you. You can see them.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna go right in between them all and pull up a Word of Radiance.
Are you dashing?
Oh wait, sorry. Did I count wrong? Oh, shit, I counted wrong. My mistake. I will not be doing that. My mistake there. I forgot about the squares being different. I'll go there, and the one in front and the one to the right, I'm going to do Toll Dead on.
Get it, boy. That is I forgot. I keep forgetting.
Wisdom saving throw.
19 and a 14.
They both succeed.
Okay, is that a save and suck, or is that a half damage
Yep,
thing?
save and suck.
Save and suck, alright. As you toll, but, you know, hearing this bell before, they yip at you and yelp at you. Once again, you hear the sounds of more yipping and yelping echoing through the darkness.
Then I'll ask my Raven if it can help. Anyway.
It depends. What are you looking to do with your Raven?
I don't know, I was just seeing if it can help in any way.
I mean,
Just
it's
kind of
basically
mention into
attached.
it, just
It's attached to
talking to
your
it,
shoulder. You know, you talk to this raven. It doesn't respond to you, but it seems to glow in its eyes. It's got like a reddish purpley kind of glow in its eyes. But it looks down at you and doesn't respond. But it acts very raven-like.
Okay, and then you know what? Screw these guys. Spiritual weapon.
Okay, I actually have a spell for that. 1 second.
I'll put oh, my legs. The fuck is that?
Whatever. It's a temporary spiritual weapon. Go fuck yourself.
Why is it that color?
I don't know. I didn't choose the color.
Hey. Pink is a manly color.
Why is this?
Why is it tilted?
I don't know. I'm trying to fix it. Hold on.
Well, it does float. Maybe that's why.
It's top heavy.
Top heavy, man.
All right. Well, that's the best you're gonna get for now. All right. Spiritual weapon.
Good.
You know what? Use your mind's eye and make it whatever color and shape
And
you want.
it will probably miss with the 12.
Yes, it does miss as it swings through to try to cleave, but it passes through these creatures without doing any damage.
And that'll be my turn.
Fantastic. The next two gnolls. Where are they? One's over here. Where's
One's
the other
over here.
one? What was the other one? Did you guys see it?
Do it one more time.
You switched to me first, so you didn't switch to the other one yet.
It's right here. It's right here.
This one. All right, I'm flipping upside down so I know who's going next. Okay. So let's just go with this homie first.
He ain't no homie.
You know what? It's a spiritual weapon. I could absolutely occupy its space.
He's mounted the weapon.
And this creature is gonna also just fling a bow into you. Ooh, with an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
4 piercing into your shoulder. As the other one is going to bring it in to
Hard
you,
pass.
Oscar, and
Hard pass.
you can pass all you want. Ain't changing a damn thing.
No!
Oh, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He's going to... Fuck it, let's start with a spear attack. A 17 to hit.
That matches.
Oh, this one.
Because I'm naked.
In your, in your retreating, you just don't see this gnoll whipping around this cactus as you feel this piercing sensation in your hip, in your side area. And that's for 7 piercing. I don't know if I said that earlier.
No, you didn't, but I got it.
At the top of the round, with all the yipping and yelping, you know what? You guys don't see it, but I gotta put them on the board because they matter.
I might see it. No, not with that angle. Well, nope, completely covered.
You guys do not see or hear those guys, so I will just work with me here, okay? But that takes care of that. At the top of the round, the gnoll with the longbow will once again kind of peek, take a shot at Fate. That is a nat 20. Fate, you feel an arrow smack you square flush into your arm. It actually, with this crit, it stays in your arm. You literally have an arrow between your tricep and bicep. It pierces you for 15 points of piercing damage.
I'm gonna half it.
All right, that's perfectly fine with me. As you half it, missing vital organs, it just lands into your bone a little bit there, which prevented it from digging deeper. And it'll go back and hide. All right, cool. That takes us to the next gnoll, which is back here, who is also going to bring it here. This gnoll, Oscar, is going to try to grapple you.
Why am I so popular, guys? Like, come on.
Oh, even though nat 20s don't matter with this, I rolled a 22.
Okay,
against
well,
your athletics or acrobatics.
all right. I am going to give myself advantage with my ability.
Okay, roll your d20.
Yeah, come on, give me, feed me. I rolled a 7 twice for that today. And he's giving me Flash of Genius. Thank you very much, friend. And I'm going to roll my athletics.
This gnoll wraps
So I
its
got a
arm.
14.
This gnoll wraps it. You're not in a restraint, but for flavor, he's literally grabbing you around your neck, trying to hold you.
This is stupid. Get off me.
Fate, you're up.
All right.
Holy shit today.
Go right here. And I'm going to attack this null. I'm going to rapier this time. The straight attack.
Okay.
Actually, booming blade, obviously.
Your rapier
26
sinks directly above where its belly button, I suppose, would be. You said 26?
No,
To hit.
26 to hit.
Oh, okay.
20 damage.
But 20 damage.
Oh, wow. You sink your blade in, and your booming blade starts at your hilt. You see this little charge. Like you're implanting this bolt of energy inside its midsection. This creature looks extremely hurt with this amazing strike.
Yeah, and then I'm going to I'm going to scoot back to right here and end the turn.
As you, oh, that's right. Well, hold on. Did you disengage because there is an ally?
He doesn't.
Of his.
He doesn't. Oh wait,
He's
yeah.
a swashbuckler. If it has a person within 5 feet, he doesn't get that. It has to be
I'm an
solo.
ally within 5 feet.
Link your fancy footwork, whatever it's called, Fate. Raucous identity. Additionally, sneak. Well, we know the sneak attack. I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about not getting your attack of opportunity. So in other words, this gnoll, I believe, might have a chance to swing at you as you retreat. Fancy footwork. When you choose a target archetype, yeah. During this turn, if you make a melee attack...
That creature.
Good night, lady. Creature can't make activity... Okay, so the other person can. So this gnoll, right here, will take a swing at you.
That's fine.
With a 19 to hit.
I'll shield it. Actually, no, I won't shield. I'll use my other rogue ability.
Which
Go to
is?
20. Defensive duelist.
Well, that's not your rogue ability. That's your feet.
Oh, yeah, feet.
When wielding a finesse weapon, you raise the action. Using your AC attack, potentially causing you to... Oh, nice. So how much does that give your AC? 24?
22, I think.
22? Even better. That's awesome. So yeah, as this spear comes glinting in your direction, it kind of glints into your eye off of the freaking fire that's there, and you kind of parry it with your rapier. Would that be your turn completely?
Yep, that's my turn.
Kuza.
Yep. Kuza's going to move over to the two in front of Oscar behind him. And
Avenge me.
He is going to smack the shit out of the one that's directly in front of him where he's placed was.
Get it.
Yep. 1 sec here. Alright, he's going to try to go for the tentacle. 26 with the crit.
The 26 smacks this creature across the face. How do you kill it?
We'll just kind of like reaches around and just like wraps its tentacle around the muzzle and just rips its head back, snapping the neck.
You snap the neck, and the body itself is basically forced to do movement. And as your tentacle holds onto the snout and pulls it in a direction, the charge inside its body that Fate put in there erupts, blowing the top half of this creature off. As you hold it in the air, its legs fall backwards, and its body just begins to begins to pour innards out at your feet.
Yep.
I assume you let go.
Yeah.
You can still make 3
and
more
then
attacks. Holy shit.
He is going to turn to the other one. He's gonna make his 2 claw swipes here.
Get it.
21
Hit.
and a 15.
Hit.
Alright. For a total of brain
17.
math. Yeah, 17 damage.
You can also make another attack too with your tentacles again.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. You have a bonus action attack with them.
It's a grapple if I hit with him. That target's dead. It's not an attack, it's a grapple if I hit with him.
You post that?
It is.
I
He
think,
can
I
use
think
his
he's
bonus
talking
action
about your
to grapple.
claws.
Am I getting this mixed up with another racial ability?
You might, yeah.
As an action, you can use one of them to grapple. So it's not a bonus action, it's an action.
As a bonus action, if you immediately after hitting a target, you can try to grapple the target as a bonus action. It's at the very bottom of it.
Gotcha, because
Okay.
he's not using his... Okay, he's using claws, not tentacles here. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what's going on.
The second round, because I sat there, smacked the one that and killed it with the tentacle, and then I went to go swipe the other with the claws twice.
Absolutely. No, I got you. As you literally... Whoosh, whoosh, how do you put this one down?
Just claws, literally just kind of the claws rake through. It's like the back of the neck and the spine.
Incredible. As you shred this creature in front of Oscar. Oscar, you see this creature just get cut to pieces.
Haha, fuck you!
Would that be your turn?
Yeah. He'll just kind of turn to look at the one to his right, and just let out a bellowing roar, looking at it, dead at it.
You still have
Absolutely.
movement. Sure.
And yeah, I moved over a little bit.
No, he's saying you couldn't move more. You can like chase after. Is what he's saying.
Oh, I have
If you
a total
wanted to.
movement of 40 feet. So yeah, if I can get to it, yeah.
Yeah, that's 35
Okay.
right there.
Yep, yeah, I'll move over to it then.
All right. As you move there.
Oh my god.
Unfavorable.
Oh, Alexia, we could use one of your spells right about now.
Alexi, it's time for not Eldritch Flash. I don't think
Well,
Eldritch Flash
Alexi
is going to be
doesn't
enough
see
this
those,
time.
so neither do
Not
we.
not very good.
Liveness is the sweet and the glory of battle.
Not very good. No, not very good.
In real time, we gotta get Kuza a weapon, man. He crit for less than 10. Oh, what?
Well,
I'm
he
meant to
does.
be a
He does
grappler.
D6. He does D6. So it's like it's.
Yeah.
Plus, he gets extra attacks because of it, so he actually does more damage overall.
Yeah, not to mention my main focus is grappling and then just swiping them with claws.
Not good time. Very not good.
I'm not a good DPS. I am a utility for utility control.
Would,
Yeah,
would that be your
he's-
turn?
Yes.
All right. Shit. I didn't see which... Oh, it was this. Null.
I'm next.
This null goes first.
I thought that was the one that died. Ah, whatever.
All right. As this null charges forward, going with the spear attack on you there, Kavul. And misses completely as you parry it away. Oscar, you're up.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You look important. And I'm going to arcane jab with booming blade this one. Okay. Oh, it's shit. I'm gonna take off the flank thing for it. I'm gonna re-roll with my. Oh wait, actually no. Oh.
You're killing me, Oscar.
Fuck me. Damn it.
Rather not.
Link it.
No. I'll use my my inspiration to reroll.
Okay.
It was just unlucky. That's all. All right. And rolling. Okay.
Nice. As your 26 does sink into this creature. This creature does seem to be a little bit more armored than all the other ones. It seems to be a little bit more decorated.
All right, and let's do this for 20 damage. Oh, I rolled pretty bad. All right, and then there's that. I'm going to use. Actually, I'll hold off on using that, and then I'm going to dash. So I'm gonna let him get an attack of op on me.
With pleasure. This
With the bow?
creature. You know what?
He's holding a bow in his hand. He's not holding a melee weapon.
That's fantastic. Would that stop you from taking an attack of opportunity?
No, it would. You can't. Well, I mean, he can try to punch me, but he can't
absolutely
use
gonna try to punch.
Yeah.
With a 14 to hit.
That does currently hit because I'm naked.
Is it a D6 or a D4 for a fist?
It's
it's
1
plus strength.
Yeah, it's 1 plus
1
strength.
plus strength. Fantastic. Wow. So 4 damage. As it
cool.
fucking punches you square in the back of the head as you run away.
I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Alright, so that takes care of that. I assume that's your turn, Oscar?
Oh yeah, I got the fuck out of Dodge. Oh yeah, guys, there's like 10 of them over there.
Do me a favor, please. I want on the arrows that you see, hit the F key on top of them so it flips them upside down so I know who's next.
I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Is it flipped?
Yes.
Flip that one.
It's this one over here. How do you
Hit
flip?
F.
Oh, there you go.
Flip that one. Flip that one. Flip that one. Flip that one. And flip that one. Alright. Starting with this guy. He draws back a bow. You know what he's going to do, actually? He's going to move first. So he can at least get a better angle. He's going to fire at Kuza. With a 19.
19 will hit.
8 piercing lands into your leg.
Right,
Making
so
a
just
sound
the
of
four.
thud.
That gets knocked down to 4 from the rage.
Alright.
I did it.
Let's
No,
do-
you dropped him down to 46. He should be at 54.
54.
These 3 are going to go next at the same time because they all share the same.
Oh, it's in weird increments. What the fuck? Well, God, what the enough with the increments.
Change that 11, or it's the 11 that's giving you the increments.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, so
Alright.
boom. 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 This one back here pulls out a bow as he's running. Fires at Kuza with a 15.
15 meets.
7 additional piercing lands into your pincushiony hide. These 2 that moved into the melee, once again yelping and yipping. 2 spears, one with a 16, one with a 17.
You said a 15 and 17?
Those all hit.
Yeah,
they all hit.
A 3 and a 5, so 8 damage total, piercing as spears keep on poking you, arrows keep on slamming into you as you find yourself really surrounded. These 2 back here as well, let's do these 2 up here first as they attempt to move in. And they're both going to attack at you, Kavul. One with a +1. A 19 and
Hits.
a 23.
Hits.
9 and a 6 as 2 freaking spears slam into your back almost at the same time. These two back here move in. Boom, 25. Whoops, I did not mean to let him go. Let me get a remeasure on that. With 30, he'll pull out a bow and take a shot. And because of everything that's in the way, I'm going to give him disadvantage on this, and he misses. And then the one over here also pulls a bow, who's got a better sight on you. With a... Nope, that's the wrong longbow, my fault. An 11 does not do it. It's just arrows keep on flying through this air and missing completely. Alexia, you're up.
Okay. Seeing what's going on behind her to Kavul, she turns her attention that way. She'll yell out, "Kavul, I'm sorry!"
Oh no!
As
Do
she
it!
casts Fireball.
I have a token for that. Please
Hope
hold.
you can get all 5 of them. Get them all.
I'm gonna get as many as I can. I'm sorry, Kavul, but it's just... There's no way around it. I don't have the meta magic feature to take that to remove you from being targeted.
Goodbye, familiar.
Go ahead and place where you need to place it. The grab icon is in the middle of the sphere. So look at the graphic and put your finger in the middle of the...
Okay, got it. Alright.
You got all of them.
Let me...
You got all of them.
You got all of them.
I'm actually going to give you...
Actually, I think I can move...
move it
I
5
didn't
feet more this way. I think
Yeah.
it'll be better.
Yeah. Whoops. Shit. Yeah, that'll get
miss
all of them.
Kavul.
Alright. So, DC Dex save 15.
All right. Since we've acknowledged that all of... I'll leave the graphic on there. 1 second here. So, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's 6 nulls, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And let's do them this way. I'm going to start the ones closest to you going out. That's the order of operation.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's your DC?
15.
All right. So this one rolled a 16. This one rolled a 17. This one rolled a 3. This one on top of the spiritual weapon rolled a 10. This one back here behind the spiritual weapon rolled a 4. And the one in the far end rolled a crit fail. Half damage for the front 2. Everyone else takes the full blast. What's the damage?
27.
Incredible.
And Kavul thankfully saved.
Yes.
You said 27.
Yes.
Yeah, so
27
it's
total.
13 for the halved and 27 for everyone else.
And poof goes the Raven.
Did you roll a save for it?
It succeeded, but it still took 13 damage.
Oh yeah, good. Good point.
HP.
Good point.
It's a bird.
Sorry, I'm just setting up tokens.
Don't most familiars get evasion? They make the save, they take none.
I think that might be a warlock familiar like thing they could possibly do, but normal familiars, I don't think so.
Well, this is not a normal familiar. He didn't cast a spell to maintain this. This is definitely something different. Regardless of which, Alexia, explain to me what's happening here, buddy.
A purple fire begins to glow in her eyes. Not the normal solid black that you'd normally see. As the shadows gather to a small point in the center of where those gnolls and Kavul are, and black flames with twinges of purple light spring forth in a large explosion, incinerating most of the gnolls in that area, while everyone who, including the Raven apparently, and Kavul and the gnolls that survived, all are covered in black like fire.
And they literally turn to powder. And they just incinerate. The other two ducking and escaping by miracle means come up and they're quite charred. But they stand up to take a deep breath in and re-engage. Would that be your turn?
She will spend 2 of her sorcery points to quicken an Eldritch Blast, a bolt going at each of the other 2 gnolls that survived.
Get it.
12 and 8 that miss.
Both absolutely miss, but I'm going to need you to roll me another D100, please.
Okay. 90.
1 off the last one.
Oh no, I had this is my first time rolling. I would have disadvantage on this, so that's only 1 bolt.
Oh.
So let me do the disadvantage. It's still a 10. It's still a miss, so that was my first spell attack roll since the last time.
Correct, but I'm confused. You still crit fail though, yeah?
Yeah, I still crit fail.
Okay, just making sure.
But it'd be the first bolt that crit failed because it was at disadvantage.
It was a crit fail into a crit fail.
Okay, so this crit fail's pretty bad, but it's legitimate to what's happening here. So, first, start off with a Constitution saving throw, please, and tell me what you get.
14.
A 14. Alright, as you go to cast your spell, your brain feeling the effects of that last fireball. This spell backfires on you. You're all just by kind of with like a miniature explosion in your palm, creating this forceful concussive force that pushes you back prone. You fall prone. On a failure, you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, which you passed. And are knocked unconscious for 1 minute, which that's not the case here. On a success, you take half the damage and remained conscious. You take 1
Holy
damage
shit.
of bludgeoning, but you stay awake. But you are prone as the backfire ricochets you to the floor.
Okay,
That's
Could have been a lot worse.
insane. Oh my god, never roll a 90.
I kind of like this crit fail table. All right, as this gnoll is up, he will crack a bow over at you, Oscar. 16.
Yeah, that hits.
6 piercing damage thunks into your arm. Eldwin, you're up.
I really wish I didn't have to waste that spell.
Oh,
Saving Alexia.
what can I? You know what? I see a perfectly good gnoll over here that hasn't been touched in a minute. How? But it would be a real shame if I just decided to, arcane
guys.
firearm.
I gotta switch over to my phone.
Okay. Arcane fire, go ahead.
Create bonfire.
As we move it over there. What's the range on that, just for my own shits and grins?
60 feet. I believe that's close enough.
Okay, deck save, if I remember correctly.
Yep, DC 15.
That is a fail.
He takes. One second, I literally just saw it.
11?
He takes 11 fire damage, and then I'll have my Force Ballista blast at him.
Get it.
Or a 13 to hit.
13 misses, unfortunately, as your force blast just ricochets into the distance.
Alrighty. And then, to get as much cover as possible, wheel my chair as close to that wall as I can.
Would you rather go to this square to reflect that?
Well, I was meaning more like this square.
Alright, you're a gnome, I'll let it happen. It's going to be tight. Absolutely. As long as you stay there, obviously anything from that angle is going to be considered covered. But if anything on the other side swings at you, they're going to be able to see you completely, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Would that be your turn?
Yeah.
Cool, you're up.
Okay, the guy directly in front of me. Staff of Withering.
Awesome.
Oh, don't hit.
As you swing at the ground, the earth on the ground around where you smack withers and turns color.
It doesn't spend a charge if I don't.
I'm flavoring it, Kavul. Work with me here, homie.
Gotcha. And then bonus action, I'm gonna Hungry Jaws and bite the motherfucker.
Get it.
21.
You dig into the arm of this creature for an additional 4 piercing damage. This gnoll growls and yelps back at you. It looks like he's getting ready to return bite.
And that'll be my turn.
The fuck? Why can't I change the number?
Because we said no.
The arm that you're biting is bleeding profusely. Do me a favor, please. Hit the F key on the next targets for me, please. Yes. Yes. And yes.
Adam.
We good? You know what? While we're at it, yes.
That's the... It was
And
the
yes.
one with the longbow.
All right. This should be 5 flipped over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Thank you. Why don't we start with the dude in the longbow who is going to disengage and move its full movement away. Did I hear a question?
No, I was curious to say reaction, but then you said disengage.
Correct. This gnoll will replace that spot and begin swinging with its spear. Fucking A, an 18 to hit. It's like everything is magnetized to you, Kuza. Oh,
Bring it on!
This creature just kind of like underhand swings a thrust into your belly for 10 piercing damage.
Alright, down to 43.
Amazing. That takes care of those 2. These 3. These three. They saw a fireball over there. They ain't going over there.
No, go towards the light.
These 3. What are you gonna do? You know what they're gonna fucking do? They're gonna yelp and yip. What do they speak? Oh wow, gnolls have their own language apparently. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As they speak in Gnoll, you see Kuza, the 2 gnolls around you, they free action squat. They're not prone, but they just squat for a minute and lower their heads. As these 3, like a firing squad, shoot longbows at you. A 9, a 15, and a 15.
The 15's hit.
Wow! Both of them roll max damage at 9 piercing each. That's an additional 18 damage. As just arrows pelt you. You have like 4 to 6 arrows sticking out all over your flesh at this point. But you're taking it like a champ as you rage through it. That takes us to Fate.
Alrighty. I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Kuza, you're on deck.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot the gnoll that's in yellow next to Kabul.
Get it.
23.
A 23 hits him square between the shoulder blades behind him. With your
28
get the
damage.
Fuck out of here! Is that a 28 damage short bow? How do you take out this?
He rolled max damage on his sneak attack. He rolled max
ammo.
damage. He rolled 100% max damage.
I
Awesome.
did, yeah. But damn, that could have been a record if I went in with a melee. Yeah, I just shoot it right through, and he just drops instantly.
He falls down dead. Kavul, your familiar is off the
He
table.
rolled complete max damage. Holy sh! I've never seen that before.
Would that be your turn as you hear a yelp and the sound?
Yeah,
of
that's my
flesh?
turn. I can't move.
Kuza, you're up. Oscar, you're on deck.
Yep, Kuza's going to go and use his tentacles to smack the one that's to his right.
Would that be the one I'm flipping?
Give me a second. I have to flip back. Yes.
Okay.
15.
15 is enough to hit.
Alright. It'll be for 6 damage, and then I'll use the bonus action for the grapple.
I rolled a 16 for my grapple check. Oh, no, it's an automatic grapple. Never mind. You're absolutely right.
No, it's not.
It's not. It is a check. We go through this every time.
It's the monsters that have the automatic.
All the fucking time I get. I'm sorry.
Yeah, every single monster that has tentacles has an
I rolled a
automatic grapple.
22, which would be 16. So I got 22 on it.
Absolutely. As your tentacles start to wrap this creature up.
Yep. And attempt to beat a mofo with a mofo.
So wait, you're trying to bring your tentacles in to swing?
Yeah, it's wrapping around like the one either by its like neck or its I guess it'd be around its neck, and then just swinging it by its neck into the other one that's in front of me.
Sure. It's a medium.
It's the vampire situation all over again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember how I handled that last time. But why don't you roll me? I don't want to give it an improvised weapon. That wouldn't be fair. Let's just make it a melee attack, and based on the footage, I'll give it 2d6 damage.
Okay. You said just regular melee.
Yeah, just roll your tentacles again.
Be a 25.
With the 25, you collide the one knoll into the other as they yelp together. You hear flesh upon flesh smacking into each other. Roll 2d6. That's so funny because I rolled 2d6 as a force of habit. I rolled double sixes. As you roll double ones, this creature...
Plus, it'd be plus the rage there, so it's at least 4, but yeah. Damn.
And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm actually even gonna do one better for you. I'm gonna say that's 4 damage based on that, distributed how you see fit between both targets.
I'll 3 to the one I'm grappling, 1 to the one it hit. Because I'm swinging the one by its actual neck.
Yep, I got you. Would that be your turn?
Yeah, that would be all she wrote, and then I
Oscar.
guess.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I wasn't sure if or because I guess swinging into him, are they now like dogpile each other, or is he just next to him? Just so I know.
He's still in the same square. I'm just giving you the flavor of using as like a random weapon.
Okay, gotcha. That's all I was checking.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So Oscar, you're up.
Go here. I'm going to arcane jab, green flame blade.
Get it.
All right. Okay, man, we can do this.
That's an absolute hit.
All right, sick. And we'll add this. And I wish I would have crit. That would have been so much damage.
Even still, 17 plus 6 is enough to put the first creature down. How do you do it?
I'm just quick slice off the head.
You got it. You feel resistance of skull behind the blade as you bend. It's a rapier, so it kind of bends under pressure and it kind of.
Oh no, this is the dagger.
Oh, this is the dagger. Even better. You fucking gut check him. You got it.
And then I'm going to I'm going to deal the. I'm gonna do the. I'll do the green flame blade damage first.
Okay.
For 7 fire, and I'm gonna add another Whales from the Grave onto the same one. So Whales from the Grave for another 4. All right, so I didn't kill him, unfortunately. But
you did not. Would that be your turn?
No, I'm dashing.
So I'm gonna move you again because there is a wall there, so you're gonna have to go around it. So remeasure.
Well, I thought this was like this little.
It's like a narrow. You can go through it, but it'll be considered difficult terrain.
Okay, then I'll 5 feet. I'll be like 5 feet off from where I was. Then I'll be like. I'm not as far back. I'm only here then.
But what I'm saying is it's measuring you through the wall. So what I need you to do is in sections. So like 5 here. Put your token down. That'll be
15.
15 there. Perfect. So what are we at? That's 20. So where do you want to go from 20?
I'll just, yeah, so 20 and then 25. So.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure we're measuring appropriately.
Yeah, I counted the squares.
All right.
And yeah, that's Oscar's turn.
Fantastic.
He likes his cover.
Beautiful. Please flip over the following. Him, and him. Alexia, you're on deck after these guys go. Autosave.
He doesn't want to stay.
All right, I'll do this myself. That's fine. All right. So as this creature moves in a flanking-like situation down here, this creature is going to move back here, and this one over here. We'll do him on my Kavul first. As the spear is coming down into you with a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
7 piercing slams into your body. The Gnoll with the longbow over here is going to shoot at Kuza.
There's 2 of them now.
And is going to miss completely. The arrow shatters right behind your head. As this Gnoll attempts to spear you with a 7 + 1 is an 8. Does not do it as your tentacles lash out at it, forcing it to miss. Alexia, you're up.
It's this one over here that's on the bonfire.
Well, it's Alexia first, and then that one goes.
Hold on. Wait. Oh.
Tough up.
Okay. How many are around Kabul?
1.
Just 1.
And it looks to be really hurt.
She's gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at it.
Get it.
Getting it. Hold on. Come on. Let's see. Load this up. Oh. Okay. No. All right.
An 11 does not do it.
Were they both 11?
You only rolled
you
1.
only see 1.
You clicked on Hex.
I pressed on it. Let me try again. I'm having to do this from my phone, so just give me a second.
Oh, you're using roll 20 on your phone? Sacrilege.
25 hits.
All
Wow,
right.
you wasted a crit.
If I can get it back over to the fucking chat.
Do you want me to click for the damage for you?
Here we go.
Oh, he's good, man. Alexia, how do you end that Gnoll?
Just like the previous one, I just blow its fucking head off with my Eldritch Blast.
Kersplooey. Kavul. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or you can choose to fail. How much doesn't matter. You fucking fail. You got goo and brain matter scattered all over your scales.
He's probably into it.
And that will be Alexia's turn.
All right. This Gnoll over here is going to hop off the fucking fire because, owie. He will bring out his bow and shoot at Fate. With an 18 to hit.
That doesn't hit without anything.
I'm sorry, say again?
Doesn't hit.
Oh, you have 19 AC? Look at you. As you literally kind of hit the, use your sword, plap, and you parry it from the air. because I say you do. Awesome. So that takes us to Eldwin.
Eldwin is going to do the same thing he did last turn.
Get it. As you attempt to burn him. I fucking crit failed again.
Get to max damage.
Nice.
Burn him alive.
So his cannon pops out from underneath his legs and fires another mortar shell. Gonna
Don't
arcane
forget about your
firearm
arcane
it.
firearm.
Gosh dang it. 9 fire damage. And then I'm gonna force ballista it. For 19 to hit.
Absolutely.
For 10 damage.
All right. That force ballista kills him. So why don't you explain what it looks like from the beginning? From the bonfire to the arcane firearm to the force ballista.
So as my cannon between my legs takes aim and fires the mortar shell, the force ballista fires at the same time. And as the fire lands and starts burning his legs, I imagine that it kind of leans forward trying to pat out the fire, and the arrow just blasts right into its mouth right as it's trying to yip for help.
100%, and that yip is suddenly silenced.
Did a roll for my friend!
Would that be your turn?
Yep.
Kavul.
Okay. Gonna be dashing. What would it be to pick up a burning log from the fire to use as a makeshift torch?
I'm gonna go with, you're looking for a specific thing, and let alone you're also looking for one that's not gonna hurt you. So I will make that an action.
Okay, then I will not do that then. I'll just dash over here. And then I still have 5 feet, so I'll just shift there.
Fantastic.
That'll be
your
my turn.
All right. Please flip over the following. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's just the ones that are left.
5. It is not the case. All right. 1, 2. Okay, so the ones on the back side.
Oh, there was. I didn't know
isn't
that one was there.
convenient? Alright, so these all go next. I don't know what's going on, but they're all going to fucking strategically move anyway, so it doesn't matter. They're not going to move that far. So let's just say, boom, this guy's actually going to come back here. This guy's going to jump on this side here. And let's just say this guy moves forward. And this creature back here yells in Gnollish as these three, including the individual with the longbow, at least the one that's named with the longbow, all pull back and release an arrow each towards Kuza. You're number 1 and 2. Eldwin, you're 3 and 4, and Kavul, you're 5 and 6. 3 and 4 was Eldwin.
I'm gonna preemptively cast shield.
Yeah, that's a good idea. As 3 regular longbow attack. And the other... Oh my god. I got 2 crit fails, and the other 2 don't even come close. As...
Oh, so you don't even need to cast shield then.
well, it doesn't matter. He already casted it. So, as all these arrows fly, Eldwin, you... and they all just shatter off your little force field. Amazing. And that takes care of those guys. So, Fate, you're up.
Alrighty.
Actually, I'm sorry. I forgot to do a quick attack on Kuza. I'm sorry, from the other guy.
Yep.
A 10 doesn't do it. Okay, go ahead.
Alright. We got 15.
Getting my hopes up.
25.
Okay.
Alright, should I send the good sword or just
Risk it
Why
for the
not?
biscuit.
Oh, don't get the got disadvantage. But I'm sending Boom and Blade anyway. Ugh, crit fail.
Please roll me a D100. And let me find the weapon attack roll fumble table. All right, what'd you roll?
12.
12.
12 out of 100. Oh, nice. You lose your combat footing, probably because of the loose gravel on the ground where you are at. You are having difficulty recovering from it as you slip and slide on your own weight and dexterity. Until the end of your next turn, until the end of your next turn, all enemies have advantage on their attacks against you until the end of your turn. Nice. I like that. Would that be your turn?
Can I still move?
I mean, if you have movement, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to, actually, no, that'll just be the end of my turn.
Okay, Kuza.
Going to take So I still have the one grappled, right?
Yeah, as far as
No,
I'm
that
aware.
one's dead.
Oh, no,
I
yeah.
guess-
That one was killed. You're absolutely right. The one in front of you is not grappled. That's the one you slammed into.
Okay. I guess I'll take a tactical swipe at that one then,
Get
the
it.
one that's already been hit. 20.
20 to hit absolutely does so.
It'd be 7 damage.
Incredible. How do you finish him off?
The tentacle kind of just like smacks into him and wraps around him as it just then slams his head into the rock wall next to him.
With a hollowed out crunch sound, the creature goes limp in your tentacle and you let him fall.
Oh, I was going to hold on to him.
Sure, if you want to hold on to him.
Yeah, I was going to rinse, spit, repeat, and swing by the neck to the one behind me.
Yeah, dude, and you go the long way too. So you crack him into the wall and then you flip him all the way around like 360.
Yep.
Give me a tentacle attack to represent that.
17
does so. 2d6.
Sick. And then... Oh, did not mean to roll that last one there, sorry. So been 8 damage plus the rage modifier for a total of 10.
Awesome. As you hear a massive yelp as you use a dead body to smash the other one. Would that be your turn? There is a blood stain on the wall where you smacked its head off the wall. Oscar.
Quick jump. Oh, you bet you didn't see this coming, bitch. Stab.
Stab him.
Arcane jab.
Get it.
I'll do. There's no target for green flame blade, so I'll just do booming blade this time.
Okay.
And I have the +1 from the flank, so 17.
Yeah,
Alright.
absolutely.
And
Oh
22.
my god. Yep, I like you to flavor the death upon a booming blade. How do you do it?
So I was like, "Ha! I didn't see this coming, bitch!" And I stabbed him in the back, and it just burst out of him. Like you ever seen a it's one of the knife that has like a compacted air on the inside that blow, like they use it for fishing and stuff to kill like sharks.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's essentially that. Just
awesome. And inside you hear like a hollowed out eruption. But you don't see much liquid until it hits the ground, and that's when the liquid just starts streaming out of that hole.
And you know what? How far is this guy? I think it only reaches 30 feet, but let me double check just to be fair. Whispers of the Dead. No, it's the wrong one. Whales from the Grave is the right one. And it's 30 feet, so no, I will not use that. So I will now get away from the things that want to kill me with a dash. Right, so that yeah, I can get even further because I didn't use all my movement before. So
Would that be your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, it's this yelping fool who No, actually, it's not that yelping fool. It's the other yelping fool, because I believe there's a second one on the battlefield. Yep, it's this one over here. He will continue to strafe around and take a shot at Fate. A 21 to hit.
I'll just block it with my ability again.
As you parry this weapon or this arrow away. Amazing. You know, he's going to take his other 10 feet and kind of move back. And that takes care of that. Alexia, you're up. Eldwin, you're on deck.
Alright, she is going to move right there. She can see this one over here, right?
I didn't understand what you just asked. I'm sorry.
This knoll. Can she see this knoll right here? I don't think you can see the 3 over here.
Do you have dark vision? You have really good dark vision, don't you?
Yes.
They have 120 like I do.
Yeah, you can see it.
Alright. How far are you away from me?
Yo, and your magically enhanced dark vision.
I got a nice cape. It lets me see things.
Alright, so that is like 60 feet away. That's well within my Eldritch Blast range.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Let it have it.
Alright. 14?
14 does not hit. Neither does a 9. In fact, you blow up this cactus.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast is not your friend.
Two more. Quick and Eldritch Blast. Fuck that knoll over
Get
there.
Get it. That's
22.
a hit. That's a hit.
Alright, first attack. 14. Second attack.
Fuck, you're frustrated, huh? Jesus Christ.
Second attack. 12. 14 damage.
Maui wowie. Poof, 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 poof. All these Eldritch Blasts just go out into the distance. Incredibly amazing. And 2 of them smack into this creature. A loud yelp can be heard. This creature now has a limp. Would that be your turn?
Yes, that'll be her turn.
Eldwin, you're up. Kavul, on deck.
Bonus action. Sanctuary on Kuza.
Absolutely. Please link it to make it official. Awesome. And that's the one where you gotta, like, make a save to attack something different?
Yep.
Okay, Matt, fantastic. Is that your turn?
And then using my main action to force Ballista while hiding behind Kuza.
Sure thing. Get it.
Which one are you attacking?
This knoll.
With a 15, that absolutely hits.
For 12 damage.
This blast slams into the hide of this creature, rendering it damn near limping and leaning over, kind of like harnessing its wounds, really catering to it. Will that be your turn?
Yep.
Kavul, you're up.
Okay, just so I couldn't see, so I just rolled randomly. I'm gonna try to go for the one farthest back.
Okay.
With a guiding bolt.
Ooh.
I can just hear him yipping out there.
Yep.
So.
Absolutely. So, do you
Oh,
have?
I forgot to activate my drift
Nope,
globe.
it's a disadvantage.
Okay.
I forgot to say I turned on my drift
A 9.
globe.
With a 9, the cool thing is, and actually, Kuza, you have dark vision, right? Yeah. Eldwin, do you have dark vision?
Yep.
Okay, never mind. As this bolt of light, and you know. Please hold.
I don't like it when he says "please hold" when we're in the middle of a fight constantly. More shit just keeps popping up in the distance.
I couldn't find guiding bolt, so this is gonna have to do. But this line.
It sinks into the ground.
Why are you doing that? Why are you embarrassing me in front of everyone that's watching?
Having
I should let you
performance
know the
issues.
person that I invited is very
Uncommon.
judgmental. Jeez. Yeah, Frog. This never happens. We know.
Yeah.
Your limp spell is, it's the first time for everything.
Yeah.
It is. Is that supposed to be lightning bolt?
Yes.
It's the closest I can get, and I'm trying to flavor it. As this beam of energy ricochets, it actually smacks into this rock back here, shattering a piece of it off. It actually, when it ricochets off, it glows. And you can just see it kind of cascading into the distance. Would that be your turn?
Yep, that's it.
See, I'm trying to give you guys immersion. All right. Please flip over the following. Him. And him. All you gotta do is hit the F key. You don't gotta grab him or anything like that. Alright, so these four again. So the ones on the outside. Okay. Basically, them and then the one guy. Okay. You know what? They are... How smart are these guys? They're average.
Not very.
Gnolls are very voracious, is all I would say. They are ravenous
Yeah, they see the world as something needing to be
to eat.
At least by lore.
Well, general lore it is. That is,
Ah, shit. There goes my cover.
I was hiding behind Big Man.
What kind of save is it to not shoot Kavul? Or Kuza, excuse me.
I do believe it is a wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, spell save 15.
Truth be told, they all just failed that wisdom save. So they're gonna shoot you, Eldwin.
Yeah, something doesn't seem good in my future because I have no spell slots.
So 3 longbow attacks from the regular gnolls. Oh, that's bad.
I have no shield, so
Oh, that's bad.
yeah.
How many crits?
2 crits, 1 from the main guy.
Ow.
I already used my
a
healing
5
juice
doesn't
to
hit
the-
though, but the other one's hit. So here's the regular hit first. 2 piercing from the regular guy. 2 piercing from the crit regular gnoll. Or not 2
Oh, wow,
piercing.
he rolled.
I'm sorry. I repeated what I said. That's not what I meant to say. So 2 piercing from the first regular gnoll. The second gnoll who did crit was 8 plus 4, so that's 12 additional piercing.
So 14 altogether.
And now,
So far.
from the other dude, that could have been a lot worse. 8 plus 3.
11. 25 altogether.
Yeah, that could have been a whole lot worse. Once
Are you
again,
still up?
arrows just pelt your chair, your body. Just.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Eldwin's still alive.
Fuck yeah.
That takes us now to Fate.
Awesome. I'm just going to. Is there any light out here at all anymore?
This is unless you got dark vision. Everything out here is pretty dark except for the 30-foot light radius that this gives.
Yeah, that's my bad. I forgot to activate my drift globe. Sorry, guys.
Ugh. I'm just gonna slide down here and crouch down for a bonus action.
What do you mean crouch down for a bonus action? I don't understand.
No, I'm
It's
just
a hide
crouching,
action.
hide action.
Oh, okay, hide. Gotcha. All right, cool. As you basically break line of sight from everyone, I'm okay with that concept. Kuza, you're up.
He is going to charge up to that front line there. So
Here.
should be into the wherever the middle one is.
Aye.
Yep. And then he is going to do the tentacle attack on the one that's glowing yellow to his right.
Get it. A
18.
Oh, an 18. That's right. Advantage. Absolutely is enough. You fucking kill that guy too. How do you destroy this creature's spinal column?
Yeah, we'll just kind of again go back to the old crew and also just wraps around the neck and just squeezes and snaps it.
Pop goes the knoll.
Yep. And then on the middle one, he's going to do 2 claw swipes here
Get it.
for a 23 and a 21
Both hit.
for a total of 9, 7, 16 damage.
Shredding through this creature. You gut him. 2 Wolverine claws on this creature's stomach. It begins to bleed profusely, soaking its pelt in a crimson if there was light in this area.
And that's all she wrote.
Amazing. Oscar.
Alright, so I can get here with my normal movement.
It's light.
And I'm going to... Can I reach you?
35.
I can reach you with 30. So I'm gonna dash to this guy and say, "Did you miss me?" And I'm gonna go for the arcane jab, booming blade, and boom. Wait, why didn't it work? That's weird. I'll click it again. Boom.
Your jab misses as this creature kind of spins its longbow to deflect.
That sucks, but and I don't even know why I just said that. And that will be my turn.
Fantastic. This creature growls at you. Unfortunately, that's not the one that goes next. This is the one that goes next. Who will in Nolish say something? And Oscar, a longbow attack comes towards you with a 17 to hit.
That hits.
4 piercing damage thunks into your side, along with the other arrow that's probably still there. And this creature...
Actually, no, I'm not going to have that.
This creature is going to continue to move back, putting some space. That takes us to Alexia.
Don't let that one run away.
It's gonna move forward. What's that have me at?
35.
35.
Huh?
35.
Right
30.
No, you're at 30 now. Now you're at 30.
Okay.
There you go.
She's gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at this one that's trying to run away.
Get it, boy.
25.
Nice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
18.
Oh, yeah. Roll your damage.
9 and 14. 23 damage.
With the exact amount of HP that you needed to take away. How, and this creature's clearly on the retreat. How do you end him?
Just summons the 2 Eldritch Blast and flings him at him. One taking out, one exploding through his stomach, the other blowing its head off.
And it actually spins under its own speed and just kind of tumbleweeds onto the dirt. If there was light out here, you would see quite a mess on the ground.
Shit, I forgot to turn on the drift club again.
Most of these people have dark vision. It's basically Fate's the only one that's fucked here.
I got
Kavul
you.
too.
Kavul, but yeah.
And let's see. And that's gonna be her turn. No, she'll absorb a first level spell slot to regain some sorcery points.
You got it. Eldwin, you're up. Kavul, you're on deck.
Toast my cannon! And a mortar shell. On the big guy. Longbow.
Okay, I'm sorry. The dexterity save. One moment here. On which guy are you talking about? The
longbow. 14,
with
7 half.
With a 20, 7 damage.
And then Force Ballista at the guy Kuza Claw.
Okay, get it. 25. Yeah, it hits. How do you kill it?
Blast off its nads.
Boom!
Whoa.
As you get him square in the groin, the creature falls to its knees, holding its groin in its hands, and falls forward and bleeds out.
Literal low blow. Come on, man.
Would that be your turn?
Just because you're tiny.
Hide behind big guy.
You got it. Kavul, you're up.
Okay, since there's some light over there.
There is light there. You could absolutely see both those creatures right now.
Okay, I'm gonna move about there.
Yeah, we need to make sure the cleric can see.
Let's do a level 2 guiding bolt on the uninjured mole.
Oh, dude. Please roll, Max. I would love to see this.
I'd love to see Guiding Bolt hit.
19
It's a hit.
for 14 damage.
Not enough to kill, but you absolutely smack this creature really good. Instantly bringing it to a position of bloodied as it feels the effects, and the blast just pushes the creature back. It literally has a hole in its chest where you could see exposed bone, but for some reason, somehow, it's still...
And now it's glowing.
and that hole is glowing. The bones are highlighted.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Basically, it's... Well, one of those guys are dead, so one moment here while I update the list. Okay, so basically it's just my two guys next. You know what? Let me make a roll real quick.
Wisdom saving throw.
Alright. It's pulling it drops its bow into the fire, and it pulls a glaive off its back. And as it does so, it swings across your chest. That's a fucking crit.
I'm gonna use my reaction
It's
to
a
have
reach weapon
damage.
if it's a glaive, so it has disadvantage.
George.
You say
Doesn't
what?
work that way.
A glaive is a reach weapon, so it has disadvantage.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
Is that-
That's only for Lance. That's
Yeah,
only for the Lance.
Okay.
The glaive does work the way Frog is having it work.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of power builders like to use it.
yeah,
This-
it's a great. But yeah, I'm gonna have the damage.
This attack slashes before you do your reduction. The number would be 17 total, as it just cuts clean
Not too
across
bad.
your chest. So you can go ahead and half it as you kind of backstep it a
But-
little bit.
8. So I'm at 17.
It then, this whole time, those motherfuckers are supposed to be double attacking, and I haven't been doing it. You son of a bitches.
I should have died.
As
Hard
so, so it swings one way, and then it kind of flips it around and tries to cut in the opposite direction. A 19.
Yeah, that hits.
This time it's only an additional 8 slashing damage as it carves an X on your chest. If it wasn't for that half damage, I think that would have taken you out, huh?
Yes.
And that takes us to the other Knoll, who's probably...
Actually, wait. It would have dealt exactly enough to take me down.
Absolutely. As this Knoll smells blood in the water.
God damn it.
And will wrap around Kuza. Wait, Kuza, is this thing grappled?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
It kind of pulls through with a spear and tries a desperation lunge at you with a 22, Eldwin.
Yeah, that hits, and I know I'm going down.
That would be 8 piercing damage that hits you into your paralyzed legs. Fortunately, you don't feel a thing.
You don't feel it. You're fine.
But you definitely feel the blood draining.
He just faints
as you pass
chair
out in your
reclines.
fucking chair.
He does the dad during a football game pass out in the lazy boy. Just
Fate,
As soon as he knocks out, the legs stick out of the wheelchair, making it recline.
Fate, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to.
You can make it.
That's 60. And I'm going to attack with this rapier.
Get it, boy.
Avenge me.
Oh yeah.
21.
Oh yeah. What's the damage on the? Get the fuck.
27.
Jesus, dude, you hit so hard. You are consistently just shredding things.
He rolled max damage on most of that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's fucking dead. How do you end him?
He's just.
I just stab him in the neck, and we kind of look at each other, and he starts laughing a bit, and then I zap the booming blade into it, and his head pops off.
You got it, and it rolls down the declining hill that you guys are standing on. That's disgusting. Would that be your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Kuza, take us home.
What the fuck?
Dude, what the hell? I just
24 for the tentacle.
Clipped into the back rooms.
I'm hacking.
That hits.
Be for 10.
Yeah, it only has 8 health left. How do you kill it? After he stabs Eldwin.
As it is like running past me to stab Eldwin, one of the tentacle wraps around its leg as it was running by, and Lay just yanks it down from that, and Lay just Looney Tune fucking mallets it across the other side in front of him.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And boom,
yeah, it just
boom,
sits
boom.
there. Yeah, and just starts smacking it into the ground by its ankle.
With every collision into the ground, you just hear the bones snap little by little, crack, 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 to the point that when you're done, there's no physical structure to this creature, and it's just a ball of mush and fur.
Yeah.
And that is combat. Because we have a downed player, I want to keep it in combat terms for now. So that takes us to Oscar.
I'm going to spare the dying.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, that was easy. As you do so, what does that look like?
Oscar just walks over, and he keeps the glove on because he like in his mind he's still like I should be careful when I touch fallen allies, and a warm, like that same normal color, like the teal glow comes off from the glove, and just as he touches Eldwin's his leg, his injured leg, and the bleeding stops.
Absolutely. Eldwin, roll me a d4.
Alrighty.
Eldwin, you are unconscious for up to 3 hours. All right, team. How do we wrap up this evening?
Let's loot it.
With a bar on his wheelchair that shows recharge.
Kavul, can you heal me, please?
Kavul punches Alexia.
What? Oh, for the fireball. Yeah.
That is fair.
You know what? I'll allow it. Within reason. So no big dick syndrome, please. But why don't you roll an attack for me?
Where are you punching her?
I'm just gonna use my bite attack because that's just the same modifier.
Yeah, as a punch. Okay, so it's a punch. You're not biting.
Yeah.
And you're punching her where? In the tit?
Just straight in the face, but I miss.
Okay. As he swings at you, Alexia, you kind of lean back a little bit, seeing the frustration in Kavul's face as he is a little charred up.
Hey, easy. I didn't really have a choice there.
Then Kavul just turns and goes back to his place by the fire and curls up under the sand.
Wait, Kavul, can you heal me up really quick, just a little bit?
He just keeps walking.
God damn it, Alexia, you made the healer mad.
Can somebody push the wheelchair man back into his tent?
Kuza's going to just kind of pick up the different glades the glades that were on the ground or whatever, and just take those back to the camp.
Yep, there are 2 glaives, a myriad of longbows. They seem to be very used and abused. It doesn't seem to be of null make. These seem to be reclaimed items.
Are any of them short bows, or are they all long
they're
bows?
all longbows.
Okay.
You will see. Someone roll me 2d20. Actually, let's go Fate. Roll 2d20 for me, please.
He does like to loot.
A collection of up to 28 usable arrows. And let's get Alexia. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
You find collectively 115 gold pieces. Now, these pieces seem to be scattered amongst them all, but they're also in coin purses. Some of these coin purses are actually very fancy. Weird to see it in the hands of gnolls. Almost as if, once again, these were reclaimed somehow.
Makes sense.
The glaives themselves have kind of emblems on the shafts of them, and they seem to have carvings. The carvings themselves seem to be very significant to... Not significant. They seem to be very... what's the word I'm looking for? Like an origin of the Holy Empire, as if they were blacksmithed in that region of the world.
Minted there.
Thank you. And you could put this all in the loot chat, please, someone. That'd be great. So, 2 glaives of Holy Empire origin, 20, I think I said, what is that, 28 arrows?
28 arrows.
115 gold collectively. Now, that's also between, you know what? Yeah, let's just keep it gold. Fuck it, keep it simple. And that's it.
Could you make it 120 to just make it so we each get 20 gold to make it easier?
I could. The question is, will I? The answer is no.
How many longbows?
So just everyone get 19 gold.
A longbow for each creature that was on the field. There was a bunch. Let's just say, out of all of them, let's just say, someone roll me a d10. I'll take the first one that pops up. A 14. Let's say, well, that's...
No, that's wrong. I hit the 2, not the 10. Sorry.
All right, so let's go with a 5. 5 longbows that are actually usable. The other ones are either damaged in combat, burned, or just... They've been used so much they're practically garbage.
And how many glaives?
2.
2 glaives.
Yeah. I had Kuza pick up the glaives.
That's fine.
Imperial glaives. Excuse me.
Well, not the magical ones, right? Just
these just seem to be these are just like minted as it was put.
Yeah.
In the Holy Empire region.
Oscar would go towards one of the like more fuller corpses. And he like takes off his gloves for a moment and like just stares, and he's like, "This is my first time like around a corpse since then." And he's just feeling, and he's like he like outstretches his left hand, and he's like, "Do I still feel it?"
You put your hand out, and all you feel is the air.
And Oscar will get closer and then actually like put his hand on it. Is there anything?
You feel a warm pelt slowly getting cold.
Yeah. And then Oscar puts his gloves back on, or his gauntlets. I guess it really is gone. I want to sleep. I'm real hurt.
Alexia.
Guys.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
And you know what? Make it as advantage too.
At disadvantage or advantage?
Yeah, disadvantage, please.
9.
Alexia, you don't make any visual tics, nor do you say anything verbally when I tell you this. But you feel that 100 and... How much did I say? 15 gold?
118.
100. Did I say 118? 118 gold you feel should belong to you and only you. And we'll leave it at that. That being said, I assume you guys try to continue a restart on your long rest, considering you never finished it.
Yes.
All right. As you guys collectively pull your shit together and resize your... Yep. I'm literally wrapping up in like a minute. All right. Is that cool? Can
okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, if anything, it's my fault for going over a little bit. As you collectively gather your shit and head out for, or at least get some shut-eye, you're gonna have to reset the 8 hours, so you'll be waking up a little late in the morning. But you all fall asleep. As a result, you gain the benefits of a long rest. You also gain the benefits of level 8.
I fucking knew this was gonna happen. I used my inspiration. God damn it. But I
Oscar, real
shouldn't.
quick, what was it? What did Draconic Sorcerer get at level 2?
You would get what's it called? Meta magic. You wouldn't get meta magic, but you get sorcery points. You'd
All right,
get 2
guys.
sorcery
Real
points.
quick, I'm going to kill the stream. Everyone that's watching, thanks so much for watching. Same time on Wednesday and Thursday as well. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to kill the stream to have my after action report. For whatever player needs to bounce, feel free to bounce. Thanks so much. Remember, you're going to be level 8 next time we play. So at some point between now and then, go ahead and level up your characters. Use your inspiration if you have them for max roll on your health. If not, so let's play the honesty game. Yeah, thanks for watching. Killing the stream now.